was shaking my head as I said it.
Alright, so I wasn't looking at Sean, so they're gonna fight some golems.
Oh,
so
thanks,
you
Edge.
tree golems.
Tree golems.
All the golems.
Who's making tree golems?
All of the trees that you see before you are golems.
We turn around and run. We're sorry, small boy.
No, vines.
Oh,
Down fight. End of game.
I use my sword.
Is it a good sword?
No.
Oh.
It's the greatest sword.
Oh, sorry. I got confused.
Alright, so hello, Internet.
Oh, we're on?
Yeah.
Hi, Internet.
We've been on for minutes.
Now, for like
Moments.
30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So welcome. This will be the last time I announce this, because I have said I've been doing that.
Sorry.
So welcome if you're coming from Twitch, Mixer, Periscope, or YouTube. We are live on all 4 platforms, so welcome to everyone,
So fancy.
regardless of where you may be from.
Yeah, we don't judge.
I will do my best to attempt to respond to you if I can, although the app that lets me respond to all chats at the same time doesn't work on phones, only on Windows. If I had a Windows phone, it would work. Yeah, who knows those?
Yeah.
But anyway, this is Evrand. This is my homebrew campaign. Tomorrow there may not be an It Builds character. At some point, we're going to do Civil War.
Yeah, we are at some point.
At some point. We got to figure out when that is.
I might not win.
You might win too, though.
I looked at both of the characters, and I might not win.
You might not win.
Yeah.
But to be fair, in my brain, a fight between Captain America and Iron Man only goes one way. Like, oh, this guy's better than average. Like, this guy has a nano suit.
You're not wrong about your things,
Laser beams.
but I prefer to win than to not win.
That's true. That's fair.
So I still would rather win.
Yeah.
I think we discussed that there may potentially have to be some, like,
Domage.
dome, so that wherever he were to fly to
I was within range.
would still be within throwing range, which is, I think, 60 feet. So
Round in circles.
just can't get him, because
Yeah.
that'd be the fight. I stand behind my shield. You know, little rockets come out. And
Yep. That's
There you go.
the whole thing.
Really, it's only magic missiles, so you would run out of them eventually.
Yeah, it'd take a while, though.
Well, it's a wand of magic missiles, so you could go all out right up front.
That's true.
But you do have a healing factor.
Which
When
is
you get below
nice.
half health, you start healing.
Which is nice.
But I could just do, like, first level ones. Just
Chip
pluck
away,
away,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, needle him down until he gets to half, and then pull out the repulsor.
Yeah.
Go from there. Anyway, that was a little bit of a sidetrack. So I may be in Atlantic City tomorrow. I'm definitely going to be there Thursday. We'll see what happens tomorrow. That's a work thing. I promise. I probably will be gambling. Let's be
Well,
honest.
good.
When in Rome.
Yeah.
You're going to Rome
Continue.
too?
Yes.
So fancy.
Wow.
I'm going to get on my level.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The power company's in your Rome?
Yeah. Hang on, anyway, so what happened last time is the party is in the town of Brickon's Homestead in the northwestern corner of the continent of Evrand, where they had gone through some various trials and tribulations, and they've been hanging out, checking out what's going on in the town. They recently spent a bunch of time trying to secure some ship's passage.
Mm-hmm.
They had a couple of options: dragonborn ship, some stoners from Gouger who floated up there by accident,
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to get home or how to sail. So there was talks of stealing their ship. There's a pretty guy they're pretty sure is a pirate.
Yeah, probably a pirate.
He has pirate-like qualities.
So they hadn't really decided, but they said, "Oh, we were going to help out this conspiracy theorist guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a kook. He said that someone's going to disappear, so let's find out what happens." They wait out at night, and they saw this peculiar sight of a bear walking into the town at night. Surprisingly, didn't seem to alert any guards or anyone on its way in. Approached a house, and then shortly after, a small boy and this bear walk off into the woods together. And that's where we're going to pick up as the party is tailing this boy through the woods. Oz snuck up ahead to, as one does when they're on a rogue, keep an eye, or to get a closer vantage point, I guess. Was that
Mhm.
what that was about?
Yeah.
And yeah,
Dash to the rescue.
then they continue walking, and they're in a wooded forest, and I believe that's pretty much it. So, and you guys are further back because you're loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm loud.
I'm loud.
He's loud.
So yeah, we're
You're all loud.
Yeah, everybody's loud. No, Ember's not.
Yeah. I have skill mail.
No.
Don't I?
Darian.
Darian has skill mail. Lies, I'm not loud.
Yeah.
You're almost sneaky.
No, you just roll poorly.
I
so
just
you
roll real
can't
bad.
sneak with me.
That's true.
Yeah, that is accurate. So, that's where we left off last time. So you guys are traversing, or are you? I mean, I put you. I got you 15 feet back, 20 feet back. I don't know how far ahead of your party you went, and how close you were getting to them. Whether you were staying on the road, because there's a little bit of a road, and there's obviously trees and rocks one could duck and or hide behind if you so chose. So you can position yourself wherever you want to be.
Scooch me back. No. I'm staying far enough back where I don't. Thank you. Right about there. So I'm trying to stay far enough. Ooh, thank you, where I can still see them, but like just. I want them just to be inside my eye line.
Okay. And we'll be back from
Back further than that.
No, it's not supposed to be, but it is. Let's fix that. Stupid.
It's nighttime now.
No, but I am I'm seeing through my owl's eyes.
Oh, that's right. Sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
My owl named Owl.
Owl. That's a fair name for an owl.
Yeah.
Who? Is owl.
Who?
Exactly.
And I think for now, it's just going to be perched on my shoulder while I sneak.
That makes sense.
It's my workaround of not having dark vision for now.
Yeah.
So I
it's
get
essentially having dark vision.
Yeah, until I get second level spells, and then maybe I'll take dark vision if it's an illusion or if it's an illusion spell. I don't think it is. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get second level spells.
That's fair.
Which is
Alright.
level
Sorry
6 or
about
something.
that, folks. Should be good now. We were still the rerun of last game. Apparently, was still going.
Oh dear, that's unfortunate.
I don't know how much of that came through, but thank you, Axel, for the heads up. Hopefully it's fixed now, and chime in and let me know if it's not, and I'll try to adjust that. It's probably streaming fine on all the other services, just Twitch, because I had put the rerun on Twitch. So yeah, so your owl is on your shoulder, I heard.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing through its eyes, so I can see in the dark.
Okay. So yeah, you see.
Transmutation. Makes sense.
Yeah.
You're changing one
Yourself.
thing into another thing. So you can see, again, there's nothing, I mean, it is odd. The whole thing is odd, right? There's nothing normal about this. But just walking quietly, there's no conversation had between either.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just ambling.
No singing about things you can eat in the jungle.
Feels a little off place
Okay.
for
In the
that
forest,
to be happening
then.
here in the forest. But you can make me a perception check.
You can.
But you're listening, so if that changes anything.
13 for me.
Can I guide them from over here? No, because
No,
we're
you
too
got
far
touch.
away, right? It's a touch.
Do owls have... I think they have keen senses sight, not hearing.
I think so.
I believe so, but
Just double check real quick.
you let me know what you find out.
Hearing and sight.
Okay, there you go.
So my owl... Cool, 18.
Okay. So the owl hears are moving towards this general location. Something moving through the woods at sounds like a rapid pace. Actually, let me make a stealth check and I'll tell you if I'm lying.
Okay.
I'm lying.
Oh,
The owl's like, "Owl's all good."
thanks, Al.
More like, "Ooh."
Thanks, Al. I don't say that because stealthing.
We can think that though.
I can, and it'll know.
Yeah.
I think it real loud.
Oh.
Thanks, Al.
Oh God, why are you yelling? I don't know how telepathy.
Which was all I would reply in my head.
So yeah, they're walking along, and you see they kind of get to about here-ish, this clearing area, and they momentarily stop. Well, momentarily though, because they don't roll very well. And you see that the boy kind of moves up alongside. Again, the bear is not upright like the mini, is on all fours, and the boy moves up kind of towards the front where the bear's head is. And the bear kind of is, you see the bear, advantage, better. You see the bear kind of stops as well and is sniffing. And the boy is kind of now like looking around with some sort of potential frantic look upon his face. And then I can have you guys make perception checks.
16.
Guidance. Oh, it's only +1, I'm sorry.
17,
20.
20,
25.
25. Okay.
Alright. Yeah, good job.
Natural 20. Woo. Good job, Flaggy.
You hear
Yeah.
something or things potentially moving through the forest at a quickened pace towards this general vicinity. But because of the way the trees are, it's kind of battering the sound up a little bit. Something is moving. It could be moving towards you. Could be moving towards this area. And it is a full moon, so there is enough light that even you can kind of still see to a degree what's going on.
And it's just me who notices?
It's only you.
Message, message, message. Yo, something's happening. There are things moving in the woods.
Okay, you guys all get this message.
Can I respond to
Yeah.
the message?
You can, but I don't know if you know you can respond to message.
He read a book about
I'm a
magic.
wizard-ish. I have wizard-like qualities.
He read a book about
I'm gonna
magic.
think it hard anyway, because I've been telepathically communicating with my
Owl.
owl,
Sure.
so it makes sense for me to just
So you're
do
gonna
that
message
more.
back real
Can
loud.
I make
Yeah.
an Arcana check to know if I were just innately
I'm gonna move forward.
up on
Okay.
the magic?
I'm going to message back to you. The bear and the
16.
boy look scared.
Guys, the bear and the boy looks up.
I
Message.
start moving forward.
I am
I'm
going
gonna message
to
so we stay quiet.
also
The bear
start
and the
moving
boy look
closer.
scared. So says Oz.
I'll try and be sneaky,
You can make me a stealth check.
but I don't think it's gonna work.
Can I guidance you before you go?
You can.
+2.
Alright, 10.
D4 is doing poorly.
You're like doing okay, and then all of a sudden, like you're like your stealthy sneak move. This is the Jake sneak, how he sneaks through the forest, and like on the backswing, one of your spikes just, and then you're like, oh, it's probably not that bad. As you bring the tree forward with you, now you've got kind of a makeshift shield going on.
Like a little
Like
little
Ogun
Ogun
shield.
shield.
Ogun
Yeah.
shield
Oh,
going
God.
on
All
your
right.
spikes.
Ready to punch somebody with a tree.
Alright, I got a 24 on my stealth check.
Okay, so where would you like to go?
As close as I can, like, here.
There's a rock there.
Yeah,
If you
I'll
wanna
get
go
behind the rock. I don't want to get behind the rock, because something's moving somewhere.
Gotcha. Fair.
You wanna
I wanna-
blend in with the
I
rock.
want to
Yeah.
flank around this way, and I got a stealth check for 20.
Okay, so you can only move. It's difficult
Oh, I
terrain
guess I'll try to
off of
sneak.
the road,
Oh.
so you can only unless you dash. But if you dash, you can't. Your stealth checks. Stealth checks already at disadvantage, so
Ooh, that's different. Okay, so that's 12 instead of 20.
okay. Thank you to Firetop Mountain as well. Thank you. Welcome to this stream. I'm gonna try to remember now to start putting up people's stats on the screen
Oh, nice.
because I have that right here.
Yeah.
I got a
Cycle through
24
it.
for sneaking. So
Okay.
I want to sneak up so like I can see this area, but still be a decent amount
Right
away.
up there.
Yeah,
Jake, you
like
might-
by
Like
that.
just before the clearing.
Yeah.
You want to put me on the other side of the tree,
Celine,
like
you
closer
actually
to
have a laser pointer to your
Yeah.
left.
Yeah,
Oh, hey,
that'll
look
do.
at that.
That'll do.
I'll let you guys keep this over here.
I have one on each side.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh, no.
Can rocks be mimics? Yeah, rocks can be
Put
mimics.
me a little closer to the tree.
Can doppelgangers be rocks?
No, I think they have to be.
That way
But
my
they
back
could
is covered.
be the Rock.
They could be the rock.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Rock Johnson?
Yes.
Yeah.
if they want.
He's just Dwayne Johnson now.
I know it's upsetting.
Just
He'll
Dwayne
always be
Johnson.
Dwayne the Rock, though.
Yeah, mimics
As long as he can do the opera.
can be any object. I don't believe mimics can replicate. They can replicate a statue, is probably as close as you're going to get to them replicating a creature.
You're blurring the lines there, though.
Yeah,
That's
I mean-
right on the edge.
And if you go back to like 2nd and 1st edition, there's 2 different kinds of mimics. There's like intelligent, benevolent, like talking mimics. It's like a weird thing. I could be making. They might not have been.
Hey, man, I'm just like a magic chest. How's it going?
Is Sabine with us?
She is. You're right. We should put Sabine in.
We always forget about her.
She's there.
I feel like that happens with most
NPCs who tag along.
yeah, characters.
Except for Carmine.
That's all I got.
So far.
So far, anyway.
That's because
Like it happens with Crack a lot.
Crack's gonna just go.
Esmeralda.
Yeah, I
Esmeralda.
figured. I was gonna be like next game. I was gonna be like, "Yo, Crack, you don't seem to like us. Like you don't have to hang out with us."
Well, Crack's gonna win because you got Scott.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
If a healer, but
if Sabine was with us, I would have been like, hey, you take the right, I'll take the left.
alright, and she is this guy.
You guys all move it up.
That's a 2.
One unanimous crunch.
That okay. So it's all at the same time, but it like because it's you.
There's
guys.
something in the woods.
It's the 3 of you making all this noise. Axel says doorknob mimic is the best. My favorite is a map in a scroll tube. Open the scroll tube, and the mimic is the map. You open up the map, you're like, oh, and it's like,
Wow.
that's a good one.
Face hugger style.
Yeah, that's a good one. That one's free internet. You can take that and use that in your campaigns. Jake's gonna use it
Just
just
gotta-
now.
You gotta start walking through places, just stabbing things.
Stabbing maps.
Or stabbing everything, at least once.
Just to be sure.
Okay. So you guys have positioned, and you see the bear's kind of like, and it turns and it sees you clearly, and it kind of like, and it kind of like puts itself down and interposes itself between the
Yeah,
boy
right.
and you, and
Right.
it kind of, then it rears up
Oh, just like that.
just like that.
Oh,
On its
no.
back legs, and it's kind of like standing there, and it's teetering. It's a bear.
Wow.
It's not like.
Steady, but it's angry.
Anybody speak
Well, I'm not
here?
gonna do anything. I'm just gonna also stand there.
Put your arms up.
Pat.
No, I don't want to be intimidating.
Wave's gonna try and
I would not try and get to the boy at this point, at this juncture.
no?
I think something's coming out of the woods.
Right.
To tag.
And also, it sees you.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna like kind of step forward and try and not like back down from him, but not be an aggressor, and just kind of
Did we detect
try and
magic?
talk it
Like, is the bear magic?
at all. No, is
You
it?
can detect magic. Yeah.
I mean, we're not.
Is it?
He's not close enough.
Oh, okay.
At this point?
Oh,
Well, I didn't know if we did
I'm
it
gonna
back
try
in
and
the
talk
town.
it down
I don't think we were close enough.
with animal
Oh,
handling.
still? Oh, okay.
That's a
30 feet away.
animal handling. 20.
Good thing I didn't do it.
Why are you rolling green die?
Well, it worked before. I infected it though.
You did.
It's got Jake on it.
Yeah.
Got a little jakey over here. So yeah, you talk to this
too.
thing, and it's just kind of like, and it's kind of like it's moving its arms. You can't tell if it's threatening or not. You haven't dealt with bears a lot in your surfer lifetime. You know, you didn't spend like that whole weren't raised by bears. You don't have like a ton of experience with them, so you're not really sure what it's trying to hint at. But at this point, you can hear. Now you can hear like.
The thing's moving.
Let's see exactly
Or
what
whatever
you
it is.
can hear. I'll tell you in a second because. Oh, I forgot. So you do hear crashing through. Something is barreling towards this position.
Which direction?
A direction.
A direction.
Okay.
It's hard to tell.
So then.
I'm not done.
Okay.
Because we're not in initiative yet. But
Okay.
basically, what you guys will see as this is happening is you see the bear's kind of like ear twitch, and it swivels around. Well, not swivel. It's like because it's a bear. And it spins around this way, and from this is not the accurate mini because there is no mini for this.
Okay.
But from the sky through the trees, as though walking on the wind currents itself, is this large, kind of gangly humanoid creature with like, it's got big old nasty antlers coming out the top of its head. It's got like a skull type looking face, glowing red eyes, nasty big sharp teeth, and it's gonna come and it's gonna drop down right there, and the bear has pivoted here. And then you still hear the of something running through the woods. And you see, again, not the accurate mini, something burst out right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And it
no.
looks like that one,
Okay.
but smaller.
Alright.
Yes, Wave has probably seen a shark treat a bear like a furry shark. Is what the internet says.
Yeah, it's a big predator.
Punch him in the nose.
That's
It
What you
might
do to
work.
sharks? I don't know.
Might work.
stab it in the gills.
Dogs hate it.
Yeah.
Punch him in the nose.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
So,
I hate it.
Just
Punch
control
me in
water,
the
and as the
nose.
shark
Oh,
coming
what
at me,
would you
just
do?
open up the water, so it
Unpleasant.
just
So it's
swims
air.
in the air, and it's just like,
you also notice that there is just blood, like from the teeth and the mouth, just pouring down from this thing.
Oops.
both?
Both
Or
of
the
them.
big- Okay.
I need you guys to roll for initiative.
12.
12,
18.
11.
8.
Wow.
Yeah. Roll the 3.
Good job, team.
We did our best, guys.
I mean, I did okay.
Well, I mean, we rolled what we rolled, guys.
Okay, so that's Sabine's guy. Let's see. If I can.
How's the coffee, Sean?
It's good. I feel like had I done that before I rolled, my initiative would have been improved.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. That's about right.
Gross.
Standing reindeer.
Sort of. More skull-like thing.
Yeah.
Wishing my Merry Winter Crest.
That's clearly the answer.
None of your friends liked you. Right?
Play games with him.
Oh, okay, that's right. Don't make fun of them.
No. You should
right,
have let
so
him
now-
join in the reindeer games.
Enemies.
God, play reindeer games.
I think you need
Tag.
Ben Affleck.
Don't play reindeer games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's accurate. Wait, what did you have?
He had a 13.
And Ember had a higher than that.
Yeah, she had an 18.
Yes.
That's why that has that. Yeah.
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 Because, not about that.
Yeah.
It's not the life you want to live.
I mean, we're probably going to bed after this in-game.
Yeah.
These might be the things to just go on and fight full out.
Oh, well, not like run fully away.
No, we can't run away.
Just
we
for-
gotta save the
Yeah, I
bear and the
know.
boy.
Well, mostly the boy.
Just saying to
We
move
gotta
away
try
from
and
it so it
save the
can't
bear,
melee attack
too.
me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, like, protect the bear. Like,
You're not in melee range right now, so you should.
Oh, am I not?
No, no.
I
guess you
am.
are.
It popped
I
up
thought you
right
were.
up by me.
I thought that was Sabine, and this one was you.
No,
But
no,
it's,
no.
Instead, it's right there.
So first up
Ah.
is Ember.
So, I'm gonna get away from that.
That's fair.
When she get up in.
Shocking grasp.
Okay.
Nice. Good call.
first move.
Definitely a good first move.
Do I do that right?
Yep.
Cool. 17.
17 hits.
Cool.
Nice.
So, I didn't get myself a D8. Can I borrow a D8?
There you go.
Thank you.
Roll a 7.
Vaguely tricky.
1.
That's not a. That's close.
1 point of lightning damage.
Woo!
Woo!
She does fire damage.
Lightning's not my
Is your
strong suit.
thing.
But then I'm gonna move.
Where are you moving? Towards the middle, towards me, into the woods.
Into the woods to grandmother's house.
Before dark.
Up this tree.
Maybe like.
Over here.
How tall is this rock? Like, is that accurate to portion? So, like, if I stand
Sure,
behind the
we'll
rock,
say that it's accurate.
I can still hit things?
Yeah, but I mean, things can still hit you.
Gross.
We'll give you a half cover behind the rock.
That's good. Take it.
Better than no
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah. Plot me. Back yonder, so then I could shoot these guys. But, like,
I can't really see.
can I?
exactly.
Sorry. Alright.
Like
So,
that?
like, if I go there and now put the tree back,
Okay.
would I be able to, like, hit him and him?
Yeah.
Cool.
But if nothing else moves...
0 for 2.
Jesus.
If nothing else moves, I would, like, Pat's in your way.
Well, yeah.
That's okay.
Just don't hit Pat.
Just not at that.
These things are taller than we are? Big? Large sized?
Medium size.
Oh, okay, cool.
They
So,
just
yeah,
nasty.
Pat is in the way then.
So the bear is technically bigger.
Okay.
I just wanted a nasty little
Yeah.
mini on my hat.
Sure.
Alright, so that's it for Ember?
Yes.
Okay. Then it's gonna go to the boy. And he's gonna take the dodge action.
That's
Good
smart.
action, boy.
He's gonna
Good job,
like,
boy.
move off the trail a little bit towards the rock. There.
He's gonna bump into us.
Yeah. Then it is big guy's turn. So he is gonna move to actually what is he gonna do? He does a bunch of things.
That's never a good thing for him to have.
Anyways.
I know. That's what I meant. I'm sure it's fine for him.
Maybe all of his things are bad.
Man.
Bad as in for us, yes.
Oh.
It
I meant
switches depending on which context is worse for us.
That's true.
It lets shriek this howl that howls through. It's a haunting howl
I don't like
that
it.
goes through
Fiendish.
the woods. I need everybody to make me a
What's the
wisdom
range
save.
on it?
19.
10. I'm like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Just on the edge of 60 feet away from
That
it.
is a 60-foot range.
Damn, look at that.
Wisdom
That's not
save?
bad.
Yeah,
Is it against being feared?
it is.
Natural 1.
Oh, alright. 20.
That's a 2.
I don't want to be afraid.
I'm afraid. Hence why I'm hiding behind a rock.
12.
You were already ready to be afraid, though.
Rolled 2 11s.
Where I am,
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's bad to be afraid.
Yeah.
So who?
20.
19.
2.
11.
Okay, so you two and Sabine are frightened.
So what does that mean now?
It means that you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while you can see this creature. And you can't willingly move closer to it.
Found on me.
Until the start of its next turn. And then that's all it's gonna do. Yeah, I think that's a good move. Yeah. Okay. So that's its turn. Oh. Surprisingly, the boy and the bear are okay.
They have each other. Makes sense.
That's true. Wave.
I'm going to attack it
Okay.
with my longsword.
Sure.
10.
10.
Yes.
10's gonna miss.
I'm gonna action surge
Sure.
and attack again, and that's better for 23
23 will hit.
for 6 points of damage.
6 points. You feel like it's not doing as much damage as you would like it to do.
Okay.
As though the creature were resistant. Alright. Better for you, Wave?
Yeah.
Okay. Rick?
Alright, this thing comes out of the wood all bloody, and that's gonna trigger
What?
my blood misted vision from that red, and I'm gonna go into a rage, and then I'm gonna jump in and attack it recklessly. I'm just gonna like come in and just take like, well, I only have like 10 feet, so I'm just gonna take like 2 steps and just like jump into this thing.
Okay. Let's see it.
So a 16.
16 will hit.
All right. and that will do. That will do 12 damage.
12 damage. Alright. That's it, right? That's all you got for now?
Yeah. Oh, that was bonus action, and then action. So.
Okay. Alright, so you stab it. It seems like you're dealing regular amounts of damage.
Yeah, punch it right in its dumb
Right in its dumb
self.
Sure.
Somewhere.
Alright, that is Rick. Rick is raging now. Oz.
I am going to send in my owl at the one fighting the bear, so it can caw right in its face.
Sure.
And then I'm going to attempt to shoot it with a crossbow.
From stealth.
From stealth. 19 on the roll.
19. What?
Alright. So that's.
Don't you have advantage on that?
I have disadvantage because I'm afraid.
Ah.
So I threw in the to cancel
Yeah,
out.
I don't know. That's smart.
Also, he can't see.
He can see through the owl's eyes.
Not at this. Like, he can, but then he's blind.
Okay. You have to get real. You got to practice that a lot for that to work. Then.
I'm gonna say not like a level 3 thing. You can actively
Do
so,
both.
right. That would be like you.
Third personing yourself.
Yeah, you're basically like on like a VR screen looking through something else, but aiming with your own hands.
Yeah.
Like
You
maybe
take a while to
eventually.
get good at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's horse shit. 7.
It just like eats it. It doesn't seem like it even did any damage. It just like hits it and kind of like goes through like a spot where the flesh is exposed, and it's like it doesn't even look up.
Doesn't even flinch.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Anything else?
That
was your action.
That was my action. I'm going to bonus action hide
Okay.
because I'm afraid.
That's fair.
With a 11.
Okay. You
I
doing the best.
did the
you
best
can
that
do.
I did.
You did what you did.
All right. Then it is Sabine's turn. Sabine, where is she? She's within 10 feet.
Do I wait? Do
Oh,
I get
yeah.
to make a wisdom save against the fear again, or does it last for a
it's
time?
it's until the start of its next turn.
Oh, okay.
Um,
No, deal.
yeah, it is. Let me just confirm. The start of its next turn.
Okay.
Yep. So
I don't think
Sabine
sticks for it.
can still make an attack, but
Well, she can move towards the little one.
well, yeah, no, you're right. She can. That's my mistake. Correct. Good point, Jake. Well, she's still 10 feet away, so she's not getting any closer.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to.
No, she's smarter than that.
She is a smart cookie. That's Sabine. So she's going to swing. Actually, she's going to. So you watch as, you guys can see. You watch as she kind of spins out with this glaive and brings it around and like has it down in front of her, and there's like a moment where she sort of centers herself.
Ah.
And like, then she strikes out at this thing, and it's only its disadvantage while the source of your fear is within line of sight. So she's gonna swing, and it's just gonna be a regular swing. That's a 16, so that's good. So that's gonna be 21. It's a D10, 9 points of damage, and this is a mithril thing, so
It works.
I guess that technically makes it magic.
Yeah, it does.
You want to make that argument, I
For
guess,
the
right?
purpose of overcoming non-magic damage resistance.
Yeah. And then she's not gonna action search yet, but she's gonna give it the butt.
Alright.
That's the wrong butt.
But
That's still gonna hit, so she's gonna give it the butt, and it's gonna do 6 points of damage.
Alright.
Cool.
It's a good butt.
So that was a good butt. Oh, that was no, it was a straight roll, and she has 5 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Cool. That is her turn. Okay, now it's your guy
Yeah.
that you're fighting.
Ah.
So Rick is right up in its face. Celine just hit it, and you are.
He's right
He's
there.
swung
You
in
just
there
missed
too,
it.
just
yeah,
not
you guys
for
all attack. That's right.
effect.
Let's see here. it's going to.
Die.
No. It's going to coalesce in mist
Oh.
and reappear behind Rick.
Ah.
And then it's going to make 3 attacks at Rick.
Ah. Ha.
Bite two claws.
Yes. Correct. So, it is only a 13 for the claw blow.
It's a miss.
Claw 1. Oh, that is a 21 though.
Nah, that will hit though.
So that's going to do 6 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
So that's cut in half. Then also 5 points of cold damage.
Ooh. Alright. These
Then
guys
it's gonna
got some
bite
tricks.
Oh, attack me, attack
It's gonna
me.
take it's gonna take
Oh, it's gonna
damage
take
though.
That's
It's
right.
gonna
What's
take
it gonna take?
2 rage damage.
2 rage damage.
Yep.
Alright.
Spiky damage?
Yeah, spike
Under
damage.
spike armor.
Nice.
And then it's gonna only roll one. Oh no, wait.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna roll again.
Oh.
Whatever. Okay. So that's worse, but probably a 21 still.
Alright.
So that's gonna deal 14 points of piercing.
Nice.
So that's just cut in half to 7.
Right.
However, you notice that
It takes
That's-
another 2 points of damage
another
though,
2 points
as
of
it
damage.
bites me in my adamantine spike armor.
that is accurate. But you notice that as it bites into you, its wounds begin to knit themselves up.
Ah, what a jerk. But he only dealt 7 damage to me.
Correct.
Okay.
But
But
either way.
yeah.
Then it's the bear's turn.
Bark.
Damn.
I like your notebook.
Thank you.
Going on over here.
Weird orange and black.
Yeah.
It's kind of the theme colors.
You're right.
It is. It's good.
Why
Good.
not?
Good amount of color you got there. Okay, that's.
I personally don't like the fake orange look, but I mean, some people like it.
Then it's going to. The bear is going to.
I didn't get it.
Okay, that's good.
Don't judge me. I didn't have a whole bunch of bottles. Sure. Shut up.
Man, people chanting for a TPK already. That's.
What? We just started.
Oh, come on.
Whoa.
Come on, Internet.
I've got potions.
We don't need that type of negativity in our life.
Yeah.
So you watch.
Pat's got some healing.
I'm in.
You're still hiding.
As far as I know.
And as far as you know, you're not visible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it didn't even look up at you.
Nope.
You just shot it from stealth, and you were like, ah, perfect.
Alright, so the bear
I'm up in a
is
tree.
going to claw. I think 2 claws.
Makes sense?
Yeah. So bear's going to claw at this thing. It's going to roll a 15, which is going to miss.
Ooh.
And then a 16, which is a hit. And it's going to do 2d10, 1, 10, 14 points.
Which is the one we're afraid of?
This one.
The one near the bird?
I'm sorry,
Mhm.
that's not d10, that's 8. It's the same. So 14 points of slashing damage, but that is,
Slash.
unfortunately,
Cutting it.
reduced
Yeah.
to half.
Damn these magical creatures.
Do you have any spells that'll make the bear magic?
Then it is.
We'll make the bear magic.
So then it's Ember's turn.
Do the magic, the dragon's breath.
Ember.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I was just being.
Give
silly.
the bear magic breath?
No. That's
no,
what he was.
actually do that, but he
like,
said,
that
is
was
there
it.
any way to? And I was
So
like,
I was like,
I
Alright,
just
so
thought like his
technically,
claws so
yes.
we could overcome. I was being facetious.
I was trying to
Alright,
solve
because
problems.
I'm a third of this one, right?
Yes, so you can't move towards it.
Okay, so can I scurry around the back of the tree so I can get the other one without hitting Pat?
Sure. I don't see why not.
Well,
Also,
she could cut line of sight.
if you break line of sight, you won't have disadvantage on anything.
Exactly.
You can't. You still can't move towards it.
Well, yeah, but I'm moving away from it.
Yes.
So I just can't move back towards
Correct.
Fortunately, this tree is leaning right out of your way.
Haha. Cool. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna...
Light this bitch up.
Chaos Bolt.
Like your style.
Like your moves.
Ooh,
Oh, shit.
10.
10? Is that a natural 1 or just a 10?
That's a 4.
Oh, yep, no.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yep, no. You watch as this. Actually, what is your chaos? We never actually have seen it hit, but what does it look like when you cast it so that you immerse us? What does your chaos bolt look like?
Immerse us like we're nerds.
Yeah. I mean, it's your spell. Tell me what it looks like.
Well, I mean, it describes it in this.
What does it say?
It says, you hurl an undulating, warbling mass of chaotic energy.
Right. So what does that look like?
So it's like a...
Right. Color.
all the
Celine,
colors.
have-
All the colors of the different types of things that it could be.
Okay.
So you got green for acid, maybe like an icy for the cold,
Rainbow.
fire. Like imagine almost like Avatar: Last Airbender in the final episode where he has all the different elements
Sure,
swirling
yeah.
around him.
Yeah, definitely.
So all of those different elements, but in a tiny one. And then it's just like, oh, something lands!
And you just throw it, and it's just like.
Curveball.
Got him.
And then I'm gonna go behind the tree.
You don't have mana magic yet.
I do.
Oh, you
What mana magic options do you
I
have?
have Twin Spell and Distance Spell.
Okay, so nothing that would help in
Nope.
this scenario. Okay. Cool.
Sucks. I always roll dice really well on not attack rolls.
That's not a good thing.
That's why we said only use saves.
I
Evocation
know.
Wizard. It's your best option.
I know.
Alright. So that was it, though. You're good where you are?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, then it's the boy. Dodge action.
Yeah, good job, boy.
Actually, no. Boy's gonna move Skull behind, like in between the tree and the rock, and he's gonna throw a rock at the big guy.
Yeah. Throw that rock.
Misses.
Ah, well, that's fair.
Alright, then it is.
I thought the boy was smart. Now I think he's dumb.
Now it's the big guy's turn.
Like Rick thinks this, or
Yeah.
Rick thinks this.
No, Rick thinks that too.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, smart move, boy. Stay out of the fight.
In the middle
What
of
are you
getting
doing,
clawed
boy?
and bitten,
A
you're
rock,
like,
really?
I'm watching the boy. Things on my back. I'm like, what is he doing over there?
oh, humans.
So the bear, or the big guy, moves up to the bear after having done its howl. So at the start of its turn, the fear effect ends on everybody who's frightened.
He's not that scary.
So then it's going to bite and claw at the bear. So you watch as this thing with these big, nasty-looking claws just starts across the chest of this thing, and it just grabs onto it, and just land. Big old jaw almost distends like a snake, and just
This is what I imagine just happened to me.
kind of, yeah, a little bit, into this thing, and it just is like you could see that, like glowing in its eyes as all of this is happening, and you watch as like the bear's like, trying to combat it, fight and push. Yeah. And the bear just kind of checks this thing off of it,
Okay.
and you see no damage on the bear.
Ooh.
No blood, just like mussed up
For
fur.
bear spirit.
Um, and like you see that this thing is like, the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
So, Toll of the Dead, I have here written, it's a wisdom save, and I have a D8 and a D12, and I think
It's a D12 because it's been damaged. It's a D8 if it hasn't been damaged, or a D12 if it has.
that's what I thought. So I'm going to Toll of the Dead it.
On this guy?
Yes, I don't really know how that works.
It
though,
makes a
in-
wisdom save.
So I make a wisdom
But-
save.
No, not mechanically, but in game.
Oh, yeah, it makes... You tell me... I mean, it makes a bell. Like, that's the only thing we know. A bell sounds, and then it makes a save. And if it passes, it's like, oh, that's weird as a bell. And if it fails,
So
then we'll see what happens.
there's just a sound. It's not like a bell pops up.
It doesn't say.
Okay.
Do you want a bell to pop up?
No, I just want the sound.
Oh, I'd say like make like a magic dinner bell.
Like almost like if I could in the background, like in the horizon, almost like coming from like
Sure.
long distance away. Like,
Yeah.
it's
it
humming.
says it's a toll. It's a bell that's tolling
The dead.
potentially
dead.
the dead. So what's your save DC?
14.
That's a net 1. So go ahead. Yeah. So this long distance bell you hear. Roll me a d12.
Nice little gong. 6. Do I add?
Like
Nope.
what kind of,
No.
Is it a church bell? Is it like a?
No, like a
Like a
deep
gong.
gong.
Okay.
Gong.
From another land.
Yes.
Faraway place.
Okay. So 6 points of necrotic damage.
Yep.
And that seems to affect it just fine.
Alright.
good.
Because its skin blackens a little bit, which is almost hard to tell given the nature of it.
Alright.
Anything else?
No.
Cool. Rick.
Alright. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna. This thing just like bit me, right?
Yeah, I mean,
He's kind of a jerk.
tried to claw you.
Yeah. I want to grapple it, but it's just that's a dumb idea.
Or is the best idea?
No,
No, just
no, it's a bad idea.
just run, jump.
It just
stick
like
yourself
I.
to it.
Well, I just did that.
Spikes.
It didn't work.
Try
So
it
I'm
again.
just I'm gonna just turn around and just give it like a full. You know, I'm gonna turn around with the shield and the oak and just kind of like try and bash it
Okay.
from behind.
You
Reckless.
did Mario it where you jump up in the air.
Yeah. 17.
17 hits.
All right. Nice. 8 plus. So that is 16 damage.
We'll call that bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Funny enough, the wood doesn't seem to do as much as you thought it would.
Makes
Not
sense.
as much as your armor spikes do.
As you
fair.
thought it would.
Ah.
Okay.
Still 8 points though.
Does the wood break off?
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Splinters away.
And, that's it. That's the only thing.
Good turn.
Oh,
Good turn.
are we doing bonus action potions?
Yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
That's what I was doing with my right hand, while my left hand
Was
broke the wood.
Got
I was thinking, "Wah!" with
I
a
like
sneaky
it.
move.
All
3,
right. Very cool.
4, 7, so 9. It's a good one.
Us.
Very good, sir.
First my owl's gonna go in. Caca!
Yep.
And then I'm going to draw my magic short sword, run in, and try and hit this guy.
Stab him right in the throat.
I'm gonna booming blade him just for funsies.
Okay.
And then run away.
Cool. 19 on the roll.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I see your? Do you have it out? Oh, sorry.
Just trying to think if you had disadvantage. You have advantage, but you can't see because it's dark. But the moon's out. Not a little out.
Yeah, you said we could see a little.
Yeah, I did. That's fine.
Not great. 12 plus. 6, 18.
18.
18 damage. Bonus action, disengage, run back. Ah! And I can move through the bear square because it's so much bigger than me.
Yeah, and it seems to do all of the damage.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna yell to the boy, dodge, boy! Sorry, dodge, boy!
Then it is Sabine's turn. So Sabine is gonna move up to that, or get within 10 feet of that guy. Because why would she move up if she would stay 10 feet away?
That's fair. It's not my philosophy, but I understand it.
So she's going to attack.
Uh-huh.
That is
Thinking it through.
12, so it's a miss. And then, no, she's going to, actually,
What?
I don't know. You laughed.
I had the. It's not actually functional, but it would be entertaining to me
the what?
if twin spell dragon breath on herself and the boy.
Ah! What are you doing, boy?
Get
That'd be
him!
funny.
Okay, so she hits it with the butt.
Would he know that he could do it?
Probably not.
You could always
Tell him. You can breathe dragon stuff now.
twin spell on your owl familiar.
Do you have a familiar?
No.
Oh, you should
Then it
get
could
one.
do a flyby. And
It's already
drink.
doing flybys.
I know, but then it could do it with a dragon's breath. And then just fly away.
It's true.
And be murdered by any smart NPC. That's how that goes.
Is that how that goes?
But that's how it should go. Oh, look, that guy's got a magic. Oh, no, he doesn't.
So you watch as the thing that you
Then I
guys
have
are fighting.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It's a joke.
Yeah. So it does need a
I
dick.
might try them.
Oh, shame.
He's 2 dicks.
Oh, let's wait. No. This is a bad road to go down, guys. You know who has dicks that
Is
could
it
get
us?
eaten?
Is it
Yeah,
us?
it's we do.
It's us. We have dicks.
I don't.
You're like, he eats 2 dicks. I'm thinking,
Yeah, I just didn't want to.
oh,
I didn't want to pantomime my own.
You don't
dick,
want to
yeah.
eat your own dick.
No.
That's
No,
fair.
Yeah.
So you watch as this thing kind of pulls up from the ground,
Oh,
and
jeez.
a swirling snow appears, getting you two and Sabine.
Nah.
I need you all to make me dexterity saving throws.
These are. Do I sense this
12.
danger?
You do.
A 12.
Sabine got a 15. So Sabine passes. You both fail.
It's okay, Jake. I take half damage.
I'm sure Jake really cares.
That's good.
Jake
That's
has
good.
damage.
He seemed worried.
And you watch as this snow swirls up and just snowballs just
Oh.
come falling down on
Mary
you guys.
fucking Winter Chris.
And you take 11 points.
Ah.
You take 6 points. Sabine takes 6 points of the cold damage.
Is she the same type of tiefling as?
She's not. She's got a tail. She's got horns. She hasn't actually seen her use any of her. Oh, she does have a.
I was gonna ask. Is she like OG?
She's
Like
got,
Hellish Rebuke?
She's got third level. I forgot.
Like
to put
Hellish
that in.
Rebuke?
No, she does not have Hellish Rebuke.
So, is that a 5th level thing? No.
No,
Ah.
she just doesn't have it.
She got something else.
Yeah, she has some range, but I forgot that that she hit third level, so she had access to the second spell, which I forgot.
Nice.
All right, so that is its turn. Now it's the bear's turn.
Yeah, bear.
So the bear wades in against this thing, and you watch as the bear grabs on to this kind of like bear hugging this deer-headed, nasty-looking humanoid, and you see as it kind of begins to like grapple it. Maybe. Yeah. So it grabs onto it, and then you watch strange, which is weird, as the bear begins to shrink, sort of, in size. Yeah. But it still keeps the general stature and appearance of a bear. But now you watch as it shrinks down. It's got this thing in its arm, but in the hand that was over here, this paw turns into more of a humanoid hand that just has this big, nasty, two-handed axe in it. And you can swap out the bear.
For the
This
bear.
guy.
For the bear.
Uh-oh.
And that's its turn.
Oh, that's awesome. Oz says out loud.
And Ember, it's your turn.
I'm going to.
I'm running away.
The bear, or not the bear, the thing that's over here.
Mm-hmm.
It's you next to it.
Yeah.
So like, if I were to burning hands, would I hit you, or could I do it and
Angle it.
I bet
Could I
you
angle
could
it
find a
and
spot
just-
where you hit just it,
cool?
as long as you aim there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna mantle of flames.
Okay. So now.
So bonus action. So
Ah.
Ah!
She's doing that thing again.
Yep. You just see her off to the left, like, yep, that makes sense.
And then I'm gonna burning hands.
It's
So
gonna
they
be
gotta make a save.
Dex save. That's a 4.
That's a fail.
That's a 7.
That's a fail.
So 3d6.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, I gotta put another.
Okay, catch
Getting
up.
close.
Yeah.
It's 3, right?
Jesus.
Spells.
Gone forever.
Yeah.
No, no, it's already done.
It's a 7.
Yeah.
It's a 1.
Oh yeah.
Well, she got second level.
Yeah.
But she blow any second levels yet. You can reroll. It's on the floor.
Okay, cool.
Didn't she re-roll the
Cool.
ones anyway?
13.
13 points of fire.
Oh! Plus 4.
Plus your charisma.
Yeah, so 17.
All right.
13 points.
That's
Pretty
solid. Ha 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 ha!
That's how rogues laugh. Gotta be subtle, man.
Dodge, boy.
The boy's like, no, it's not.
So,
Uh, so, you watch. Also, you're wreathed in flames now. Flames of Phlegethos. So.
Oh, yeah!
You're-
So I would have re-rolled the one anyway.
Correct. But I was saying that on the table is all that counts.
yeah.
So
Always
you,
re-roll floor die.
You watch as this thing lets
Don't
out a terrifying scream as it is engulfed in these flames. And you watch, and you're pretty familiar with fire. And you're pretty familiar with how fire works.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as the flames like start to lick over this thing, they just intensify in heat, and it's just lit up.
Oh,
This thing does not like fire.
Okay.
This is good. This is ideal.
Who wants to breathe fire, gang?
Then it is the boy's turn.
Well, it's gotta be someone I can touch.
The boy,
Unless
Yes.
they use a point.
don't tell me what to do. He picks up a rock and he throws a rock again.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
gonna
tell
make
her
the boy
what to
breathe
do.
fire.
So the boy
That was good
hits
advice.
with the rock.
Good
Good.
job, boy!
It's gonna be like 12.
Uh,
Just starting with that.
Oh no, I can only expand it to 30. Far away am I? Are these 5 feet squares?
yes, 5 feet squares.
5.
It's an improvised weapon.
I wouldn't be able to get that way.
It's a magic rock.
So it's
You found the magic rock
In the forest.
in the forest.
He's a druid.
It's a magic stone.
There you go. Bam.
uh,
This is his origin story.
So it would do 12 points of damage, but it's a rock. So it does 6 points of damage.
All right. Good job, boy. That's impressive.
Wow.
Impressive damage, boy.
Then it is the big guy's turn.
Ah.
So it's like, the fuck? As this thing transforms, and realizing that apparently its claws and its don't do anything against this. Let's see. You watch as it conjures a knife made of ice
gross.
in its hand, and it just jabs it into the air, and then it explodes. But the cold never bothered it anyway.
Wow. Okay. That's fair.
So it's gonna hit. So we're gonna take. Oh, yeah. No, it won't take any piercing damage, but it will take cold damage.
This bear's he's a G.
He is a G. I guess
Look
we
at
would
him.
say.
Quite
Quite
a G.
a G.
9 points of cold damage.
That's good. It is. We should just bump you up one in the initiative order.
Should.
What?
Because he would have improved initiative.
Improved initiative is a feat from 3-5 at a 3-year initiative.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It was actually a horrible waste of a feat.
Yeah.
Spend a whole feat to get a +3
But you
your
could do
initiative.
alert and that.
Well, alert took the place of that, and they made it a +5, and then also gave it things
Yeah,
to
yeah.
make up for how
Lame it used
or
to
it
be.
used to be. Certain classes would give you it, which was like it balanced out a little bit if you could get it as a class feature. Feats were often given out as class features. So that's its turn. Wave.
Gong.
Wisdom saving throw.
Ask not for bell tolls.
Who's a bell toll for?
This
14.
monster.
Nope.
You shouldn't ask.
D12.
1.
Passed.
That's the worst.
It's unfortunate, Pat.
So it takes 1 point of necrotic damage.
Yeah, it does.
feels a little
One more
underwhelming after
time.
watching it get lit up with this and like scream in pain as the fire swirled all around it. But 1 point is 1 point. Rick.
I don't have any way to light this thing. Is it currently on fire?
No, it doesn't remain on fire. That's not part of
Okay, that's
the
fair.
burning hands.
Yeah. Well, I thought since she was still on fire, but I guess
She
she's
is.
not right next to it. in melee range. She's
You
just
see the fire
yeah.
in the woods.
It's like right off the bat. All right, then I'm gonna punch it angrily
Go for it.
and recklessly.
That's one wood.
There we go. 17. That's why I attack recklessly.
17. Yes, 17 hits.
All right.
That's a good move.
Well, you can't.
A lot of ones in
Yeah, a lot of ones. What am I gonna do? You can't.
There's literally like
you
one,
only roll like garbage
11,
when you do.
1.
Yep.
A lot of ones.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, that's 9 damage.
9
Adamantine style.
Adamantine style damage. Got it. Okay. It takes damage, and it does not look like it's doing so hot.
That's good. We're in similar positions.
Okay. Then it goes to Oz.
Alright, same move as before. Run in. First, owl caca. I run in and I stab it with my S word. Ooh, that's not good.
Heal it with healing word.
Which
Bonus action.
Yeah, true.
If I go unconscious,
13.
but don't do it before that.
one of you guys wants to breathe fire?
I can do magic attacks.
Okay,
I am
cool.
going to
Oh, right, because you have the...
bonus action, disengage,
Okay.
and run. I'm gonna get directly behind the weapon.
Invincible bear.
Yeah.
Invincible.
Okay. Then it's going
Good
to
name.
be Sabine's turn. Sabine is going to hit
Yes.
Oh,
Off with its
gross.
head.
6 points of damage.
Gross.
And then the butt always hits
Always
for
get
6
butt.
more points. Then
Nice.
it's going to be the guy on you. Its turn.
That's fair.
So Sabine's 10 feet away. You're the only one. with
Here I
advantage.
am.
And now I'm going to remember that it has advantage.
Yeah, that's fair too.
Doesn't matter though, because if I could anyway, it won't matter.
That's
That missed.
ha. Whew.
So that's gonna hit.
Yep.
with the claw and the bite. So this was your first negated critical hit.
Look at
Yay!
that.
Yay!
Beautiful.
That's for you. So you're gonna take from the claw
Feels good.
11 points.
Okay.
And half to
6.
6 of piercing and 4 points of cold damage from the claw.
All right.
Then from the bite, you're gonna take another 11.
Okay.
Reduced. I'm gonna watch as again.
It heals
Its
a little.
wounds begin to heal up slightly.
You like that?
Yeah.
Then it is the bear's turn. So the bear just grabs onto this axe and just fucking swings away at this thing. And you watch as, unfortunately, the axe actually, yeah, I guess it would. So the axe is gonna do my d12 that I have.
Oh yeah.
Get a bear.
Get it there.
10 points of damage. And then the bear's gonna swing a second time. Natural 20.
Oh
Yeah, bear.
It's 2d12. 8. watch as this bear is just like carving into this thing with this two-handed axe.
Oh yeah.
And
In one hand?
Cool.
no, it let go.
Oh, okay.
No, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I could have done that for effect, but it was just I didn't.
I'm gonna use sorcery points to twin spell.
Okay.
Dragon's breath. So, if I twin spell it, it doesn't, because I'm using that. Never mind. Answer my own question.
Okay.
Like it.
So, and him.
Okay, you both have Dragon's Breath. Now that was a bonus action.
Yes, and I'm going to use said Dragon's breath.
Okay.
So he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
That one does make, so that is a 17.
Okay, so takes half.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. It's fire damage, just so you know. That's the chosen type of breath weapon I've chosen.
Okay.
The chosen type you've chosen.
Alright, so
Oh, you
let's
can
see how
choose,
you
let's
do.
see.
Cool. So
That's cool.
13, 17. That's it, right?
Like
Nothing from flames of.
3, yeah, no, it's the 3d6
Oh, yeah, because that's.
plus the
Plus the 4.
plus
Yeah.
the 4, so which
So
is
17.
17. 17. So you watch as this thing just breathe out this line.
Does that count as a fire thing for
Spell?
my chaos counter?
I assume. It's
Uh,
magic fire. The fire.
Because
it's
the
a spell
spell
she
dragon's
chose to be.
breath.
You chose it to be fire.
Exactly,
I
so
think
that's why I'm
I
counting.
think we'll count it.
Count it? Alright, cool. So next time.
Alright. Now, you activating the fire breath going forward doesn't, like, the initial casting is because it was fire.
Yeah, but
Just
using
utilizing
it
the breath
does
does
not.
Correct.
So next fire spell I cast.
Correct. So that, yeah, and you watch as this thing just turns into ashes
Oh,
and falls away.
Cool.
that's good.
You can breathe fire, in case you didn't get that from me touching you.
Sweet.
So let's go help that bear.
Then it is the boy. Let's go throw another back.
Go, boy, go.
If I could have gotten to the boy, I would have given him dragon's breath, but he was too far away. I've been too much
Alright,
hassle.
so this
It's fair.
is gone. Now it's the big guy's turn. Just trying to figure out what he's going to do.
Ooh, ah, 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 ah.
That was hot.
Literally.
I'm believing actually pretty good.
So
Oh, not
Yeah,
used.
More fight over here.
I know.
it's going to circle around the bear. Come for you.
Oh no. You shouldn't do that.
It's not doing anything against the bear.
He's not wrong. I just don't want it to do nothing.
Yeah, and it's going to pull out some tacks on you, my friend.
But wait, you said it's medium size?
It is medium sized.
So in order to stay within the donut, it would be 10 feet away from me.
It's fine. It's still
Okay.
take an attack opportunity. I'll come for you.
How'd it get on the other side of the bear?
Good walk.
You walked around him.
Oh, okay.
Bear
It's a shame that you can.
Bear
You're just-
rolls a 13, so bear misses.
Ah, but
Yeah, that doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. That seems silly.
It did.
Oh, it did.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. the
Oh,
bear
okay.
missed.
I wasn't paying
So he's
attention.
gonna-
I was
Well, that's
keeping
not
track
anyway.
of my
Not
stuff.
surprised.
I was trying to keep.
you weren't paying attention because you were complaining as it happened. You're like, that should get it as he's rolling the attack of opportunity.
13 misses.
13
I
misses.
didn't know that.
I never suggest him attacking us.
22?
22
Oh, no,
does
that's
hit
attacking him. Never mind, I'm an idiot.
a little.
Sorry.
Okay. So you are going to take 21 points of slashing
Oh.
damage
Okay.
and
Ow.
4 points of cold damage. So that Oz's health here on the screen for everybody. And then he's going to go lastly at this
Oh.
As he would.
point. No, that's a
Ouch.
14.
14 misses.
Alright, so he misses with the bite.
Hmm.
Probably should have started with the bite. Heal himself up a little bit.
Yeah. That would have made sense. Too late now, though.
Yeah. How you doing?
I have 5 HP.
I wish I hit with the bite. Oh well. Next time.
Well, hopefully not.
Oh, the bite does. If you dock somebody to 0 hit points, some fun stuff happens.
That's why hopefully not.
Wave.
1, 2.
It's a 15-foot cone, So like you can.
You gotta get right up on them though, so you don't hit anybody else.
Alright, so then I was going
damn,
at
okay.
angles, and then where was that?
But you'll hit the
Here.
bar.
1,
No,
Two.
I think,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
if
should
you-
be able
Right
to
there.
get them both.
Okay. So you're gonna breathe fire, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. So as an action, and the DC is what? What's
15.
DC?
Is it mine?
Yeah.
14.
14.
Okay, so it's gonna pass.
So half damage.
So roll 3d6.
15.
15. So it does 15 points
Nice.
because it's lower to fire. Okay. So yeah, you watch as this thing now is like freaking out as it gets lit up with this fire. Reckon?
It's fun, right?
Alright. As
Oh,
I
weird.
drink a healing potion.
And I know it's counter to your usual element.
Yeah.
Get a little steamy.
This is the first time being slow has been a problem.
I guess I would
I'm
be
gonna
standing.
dash right into this sucker. I'm gonna dash right into his
Ah.
face.
Alright, you're right up there.
Everybody else is right up next to him.
Yeah.
I want to
You're getting in the way
impose
of our
myself.
fire.
I didn't. No, I'm not gonna get any more in the way.
Okay.
Oh, you want to use that for me? Pat's gonna use his zippy inspiration card to double my movement speed.
Goes back in the
so
deck.
I can go. Ooh, just come in and come flying over Oz's shoulder and just punch this thing right in the face.
Fucking punch.
As I drink a potion as my bonus action. Recklessly for a 16.
That hits.
All right. 9 damage. It's the worst.
9 damage.
It's always my
It's something.
inspiration.
It's something.
Awesome.
That's what I.
I am
It's
going
something.
to, with my offhand, pull out a dagger.
Because you told me.
And
to.
attack twice.
Because you told me to.
Oh yeah.
Oh, after the caca.
Yeah.
Oh, my primary attack.
That's a good healing potion.
10
health.
So that's a 22 to hit.
Recklessly drink that potion.
Oh. Some in my beard. How much?
Oh, 16 plus 8, 24 damage.
Thanks.
Okay.
Offhand attack. For a 22 to
That
hit.
hits, yeah.
And watch it take.
It's just 4. It's just the die, right?
Yes, so 4 damage.
2 damage.
2 damage with that dagger. Oh, fuck, that was the dumbest thing I could have done.
I know.
It was.
Yeah. As I. Oh,
As you stand there.
Ah, you shouldn't have done this. Ah.
This was a terrible mistake.
Yep.
Sabine's gonna dash up.
Wait, does she need to?
Does she?
10. No, I was
Oh,
I was 30 feet away, so
Oh,
I was
she's
just
close,
outside, so
she'll-
she's fine.
Wrong die. She gets to ignore that now, because that's how I roll.
Oh.
So this is her die.
Well,
So that is a
that's
13. And then the butt. It's
Yeah.
6 points. Okay.
But wait, there's more.
What's the bear? So the bear is gonna roll 16. Yeah, 16. So that hits.
You got a point there, Jake.
It is 13.
On my pencil?
No, there's 1 point.
Oh,
Bear's gonna attack
no,
in a second.
it's gonna happen at one point or
Catch
another.
That's Ember.
Is there any way I can get to this thing to breathe on it?
I don't know. You have Firebolt as a cantrip?
10,
I mean,
20,
uh,
30
Firebolt.
puts you right next
True.
to Patrick.
It's 120 feet and it does fire damage and it still adds your thing.
yeah, but everybody would get hit
Wait,
by it.
dude.
No,
What's that?
Firebolt is a
Dude.
single target.
What?
Dude,
No,
it's
that's
way-
true.
Wait.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have.
Well, yeah. I just if I can't get up to breathe on
Bye,
it, then I have
Jules.
other
Bye,
options. But I would,
Jules.
if I could,
Okay.
I would like because it does more.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
Although, I mean, I know this is
Could
almost
you-
laughable, but it could crit.
Oh, book.
You're so
What?
I know.
what a,
I'm so silly.
you're so silly.
Oh, really?
Where was I? Here.
Yeah. So if you go
5.
They're Irish.
Can I go diagonally?
Sage.
Yeah.
10. Is it every other?
No.
Oh, I can just go straight diagonal.
Yeah, there's no rule for that. I don't
Oh, okay.
think, in 5th edition. I've never been playing with it, so I don't care.
15,
I
20,
always thought that was a dumb rule for 3-5.
25. And then I can breathe it without hitting anybody.
Sure.
Cool. Gonna do that.
That's gonna pass its save, but still gonna take whatever the damage is.
Nice. I just re-roll ones, right? Okay.
Correct.
So 14, 18 points.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it is the boy.
Come on, boy.
He's finding rocks like a champ.
Does he have dark vision?
Good to have, I guess.
No, he's
Good for him.
He's in a little rocky spot.
It's a full moon. It's good. We can see. People can
He's
see.
doing
I
the
didn't
best
get
that he
him.
can do.
You better
That's
not
all we
use
can
this
ask.
gift.
Interesting.
Punch.
Okay, so he's gonna. Because you didn't back up, right?
No, I'm an idiot.
Right. So he's gonna try to bite you.
Ah.
Oh no.
You can try.
He's gonna try.
Yeah.
That's a 23.
23 hits.
Wait. There's a.
No.
You want to use the...
What is that?
Ignore the damage of one attack against you.
You
Nope.
want to use that?
For the bite.
Sure. So it's like, oh, that was weird. I'm gonna claw him.
Yeah.
Catch the wave,
Fair.
guys. Feel the ocean.
That's a 21.
21 hits.
You're up next.
This is probably gonna do more damage.
Yeah.
But...
The fun stuff doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the fun stuff could be fun.
When you say that, it makes me want it to not happen to me.
Yeah, it makes me want it to not happen to you,
So
too.
that is 21 points.
Alright, little magic fairy. When I'm still up.
Anybody
because
want
it-
something?
No, I'm good.
Actually, it would have been 21. It would have been 29 points total. Just so you.
These red stripes are up for grabs, right?
Yeah, sure.
Hooray.
Yeah, so you go down and it's like, what the fuck? As it hits you. Because you go down and the fairy pops out and you pop back up.
Ha.
Fuck. It's
Bird.
22.
Alright, that hits. Does it do more than one?
Does.
Ah.
But
I
need
know.
to
I
check
know.
to see if it does enough. What's your HP?
30 total. So it would have to do 31 points of damage to just kill me.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be upsetting.
Did it crit?
No.
No. It was just a regular hit.
It just can probably only barely do that damage.
That's 16 currently.
Oh, that was close.
Guys, we gotta kill this
I'm down.
No.
thing. No.
Wave.
Ah, shit. Got my owl away.
It
Does it?
didn't. It's not concentrated.
Aha!
The owl still can't take commands. It's still there though.
Healing word to
Oz.
Oz. I
No.
almost called you Ox for some reason.
That's fine.
5.
Come back, bro. For 5.
Well, that's perfect. That's what I had before I got it.
And you can still use your action to breathe fire.
I'm gonna use my action to breathe fire.
Very nice.
Good move. Good turn.
Yeah, man.
Net 20, so he passes, but he's still gonna take damage.
11 points of damage halved.
But
it's
he's vulnerable,
so he just
so.
takes the 11.
He takes full.
Alright, so he gets lit up and he's like, man, and you see it, it's starting to get frantic. It's trying to figure out, can it get away?
No.
Rick.
Wow. Not if I can recklessly attack it.
Maybe.
Maybe, no. 15.
Yes. By 1 point.
I know.
Awesome. You are on the ground. Currently.
Hey, let's see. I want to see something.
Don't use your dagger.
Good advice from
Good
Wave.
advice.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Caw-caw! And then I'm gonna attack with my sword.
After you stand up.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up and then attack with my sword. 17 on the roll. Alright. getting so close, dice. I would just like a 20, please. 9, 12, 6, 18 damage.
Nice.
Then I'm going to use a bonus action to take the disengage.
Oh, fair.
Oh, wow.
Action. And
How
then
Fancy.
That I do.
5, 10, 15. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have to 20. So it would have to provoke 4 attacks of opportunity to get to me.
That's fair. Sabine. Sabine's die. No, Sabine misses. And the butt! The butt misses.
butt never
it's too busy.
misses!
It's too busy for the butt right now.
Then it's the bear's turn.
Barf. Why are you punching?
No, just doing this really loudly for some reason.
Why?
Symbolism?
That's weird.
It's a metaphor.
Live long and prosper, but like not really.
That's about the mental image that I had
Yeah.
for that
No,
action.
me either.
Not.
Some Star Trek masturbation. That's
Yeah.
what I had.
Aggressive stimulation.
So you watch as the bear moves, and seeing all of this go down, the bear just kind of
Bears down.
drops the axe.
Unbearable.
Nice.
And you notice that it sheens with a silver head as
What?
it sticks into the ground, and the bear just claws dig into the shoulders of this thing,
Gosh.
and it just bites into the neck of this creature, and just rips, and the head goes flying.
Oh.
Yeah, bear.
And then it just,
Yes,
ground.
bear.
and the bear is there.
I punched the body. Oh. Whew. Sorry.
So I guess you're not trying to hurt the boy then?
And then the boy comes like walking over. Now that you have a slightly better look at the boy, you can make me a perception check at advantage.
Oh, yeah. 14.
You look at this boy as he approaches, and you're like,
Is it fucking halfling?
I never thought I'd fucking do this, but I fucking just assumed it was a halfling.
It's a halfling.
And you're like, I'm a little racist.
Yeah, that was messed up.
Dodge, boy.
It was a term of endearment. What my dad used to call it? Oh my god.
What the hell were those things?
So,
And the bear will walk over
What's
and
going on?
pick up the axe. Can it talk in hybrid form? It can. Shit. Alright, cool.
Cool.
And the bear will look at all of you, and it'll look, and you see it kind of inspects this halfling, make sure that there's no damage of any kind. And it says that, as it looks to address the lot of you, is that was a Wendigo. They live in these parts, in the woods.
Oh.
We're supposed to hunt those.
When did it go?
This one's not. Its pelt is still intact, right?
There's not really much of a pelt. There's antlers. And he says,
Wait.
this is...
No, we were supposed to hunt
Yeah.
other things.
Yetis.
I'll
Yeah,
cut off
different.
the antlers.
Sure.
Collect them
Whatever.
for herbalism later.
Wonderful herbs of horns.
Yeah.
The flavoring
Sky,
thing.
Skyrim alchemy going on there.
Yeah, a little. I don't know.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fuzz is an aphrodisiac.
Sure. Yeah, if it was velvet, but it's not.
Oh.
Nah.
You
It wasn't-
grind it to a dust.
Anyway, and it'll say this one clearly was older
Yeah,
than that one.
that one's
It
ash.
says, yeah, they can mimic voices and call people out into the woods.
Okay.
Axel, it downed him with
Oh.
claws, not
Not with its
with
teeth.
bites.
Due to quick thinking on Pat's part.
Yes.
Quite. So do you know what would have happened, like, If it bit me and I died.
It's like, well, it wouldn't have been good for you. You would have contracted something we've grown to call Wendigo fever.
Ah.
Let's just say you don't want to know what happens.
Cool.
When did you go to the doctor for that?
And it says, I don't know who you are, but
My name is Wave Gouger. It's a pleasure to meet you, and thank you so much for your help.
yes, I know it doesn't specify, but I made a point to make it about bites. So. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but you didn't actually stat out what it does. So, I don't know. Because that's why you don't know, you want to know what happens.
You don't want to know. Nobody knows.
I don't even want to.
Yeah. Everybody else forgets.
Alright, well.
So, what are you guys doing out in the woods?
I know. I mean, we live in the woods.
Well, I know, but like, so those guys called the halfling out into the woods?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't.
Oh, okay.
Why?
He said, and it just kind of sits there and it's like, it seems like it's gonna like spill the whole story and it's be like, it like stops for a second. It's like, I don't really know you at all.
I'm the guy who just helped kill those things.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's right.
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case.
Then you're right. Thank you for not reminding me when it downed Oz.
Yeah.
Because if it knocks a creature unconscious, it can cannibalize them as a bonus action. It would have just eaten you.
Oh.
Distended
no.
its jaw and just consumed you.
Oh.
Good thing it did.
And then it gains HP back to your Constitution score.
Which is 17.
Yeah, 17 HP back.
That'd been bad.
But I'm not me. I also forgot.
Cool.
I also wouldn't have had to just continually beat the shit out of you.
When it had so many other things,
And it had
too.
so many other things it could have done. But anyway, and it's just like... What I'll say is that it's a ritual to increase our ranks as we help to protect this town from creatures like this
Okay.
as they've been growing in recent years.
So you're in the militia?
No.
The two
No.
guys.
No, no.
Oh.
Hey, alright, that's...
People like me.
Right.
Baron.
Bear people?
Yes.
Okay.
And he'll like turn into like a human.
Oh, okay. And then I'm gonna turn to the halfling and be like, and you're cool with this?
Just tell
You
me
want to be a
it's
bear
okay.
guy?
And the halfling's like, well, they told me I was worthy. So I
Okay.
had to come out here and, I had potential. So if I come out here and I pass the test, then I get to be one of them.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Cool.
so did we all
This
pass
is totally
the test?
different.
The
What?
guy's like, no.
Oh, okay.
Very forward.
Sorry.
Hey, just good to see another halfling out and about. Not a lot of
And he's like,
us up here.
yeah, boy.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. It's dark out. Sorry, man.
You thought he was a boy.
So did you.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
What do you mean you didn't? You said go follow that kid.
What? I don't remember saying that at all.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
You're right, because I didn't.
No, because you have a bad This isn't going.
Sorry
Sorry about that.
Oh.
Sorry about that. What's your name, friend?
Who are you asking? The halfling?
Yeah,
Or-
halfling.
I'm not your friend, boy.
I'll ask the werebear's name. To be
Okay.
polite.
So the halfling's name is Beauregard.
Beauregard.
Yes.
Well, nice to meet you, man.
And he's like, yep.
Ah,
He's like, no, it's alright. Nice to meet you too.
how many werebears are there? How many bear folk?
And he's like, I don't really know if I should just unveil that information.
I don't really. I mean,
Oh,
it was more just
there's-
like a casual
there's-
question than anything.
There's a fair few of us. We owe a great debt to this town.
Oh, okay.
And we do our best to protect it, but the amount of these creatures has increased, and the things that they're able to do seems to have altered as well. These ice-based magics and things are newer.
Okay.
Um,
There's a guy in the town who has figured out when you guys do your rituals.
We don't know that at all.
No.
There's
we
a
did.
guy in the town who thinks people vanish a couple times a year,
He's
which
right
is
about that.
different. That
He was right about it. I mean, he was like, "Hey, look out tonight," specifically, and we did, and we found him.
yeah, but that
Well, I'm
could
just
totally
saying.
be a coincidence.
Was that?
That's
totally-
what I was
do you
about
guys
to
take
ask.
People twice or once every 2 years on the 3rd and 8th month. 3rd, right? Yeah.
is that what you said?
I
It says that is strangely accurate to about when we conduct these rituals twice a year,
Okay.
every so often.
Yeah.
But sometimes people go back.
Right.
If they're not worthy or they decide that's not the life for them, they head back to the town.
Yeah, so nothing nefarious.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
But we are like others of our general race, and you see that as he says it, there's almost disdain in the way he says it. Spread this curse at random as they see fit.
Okay.
We choose to only, and very rarely, as you so alluded to, give this gift to those who wish to take it, to
Okay.
those we see as being worthy and who would be interested in taking on this lifestyle.
All right.
And if they choose, then we follow through with that.
Cool.
All right. Well, that's.
right.
I'm okay with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a crazy guy in the town who figured out the pattern, and he thinks something nefarious has happened. Would
I probably
you?
wouldn't tell him that there's monsters in the woods that are
Yeah.
protecting them from other monsters.
Yeah.
Because if he's crazy, probably it's a bad idea.
Yeah. I was just giving you a heads up
Oh.
that he's gonna probably send more people, try and get more people to come out. He figured out the pattern. I don't know if you guys want to talk to him. Just, that's why we're here. He figured it out and he sent us out here.
I'm very obliging.
From like, what happens from here, none of our business. Is there more danger tonight that you know of?
Not that I know of, but that doesn't mean that there's not.
Yeah.
As I said, we've been trying to increase our ranks to try and seek out the original of these creatures.
Gross.
But we haven't had any luck finding it yet.
Okay.
We believe if we take it out, it'll have a cascading effect. But
We got
that's just
domino
a,
effect.
that's just a
Yeah.
rumor.
Alright.
All right.
Cool.
Oh wow.
Well, I think we should head back, team.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's about that time. Nice meeting you guys. Good luck becoming a bear, no regardo.
Good luck killing these things.
I feel like you'll be good at it.
Yeah.
You're,
We're leaving the general.
you didn't
area.
hit with a lot of rocks, but when you did, it didn't like it.
And he just kind of chuckles to himself, and he says, "Well, if I'm worthy and I do get this gift comes with newfound strength, so perhaps things will be better.
Bigger rocks, right?
Bigger, yes, bigger rocks.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Have a good one, guys.
If
Let's go back to town.
if perchance we find ourselves wanting to hunt down this original creature, is there any way we could contact you to help you go down this path?
And he sits there and he thinks
I'm not signing up for that.
for a bit.
I'm interested in protecting
Brickon's
Brickons.
Homestead.
I mean, we're going to do other things currently. We have other things to attend to,
Right.
but if
We find ourselves back
It
in the area and they need
arises.
help.
And he says, if you find yourselves in such a position, says, he says, come out here, and he'll like point to this tree and this rock right here, basically. And he'll be like, on the night of the full moon, we will know.
Excuse you.
I'll take off one of my gauntlets and give him a handshake.
And it's his grip, even in human form,
Is
stronger than yours.
Ooh. All right. That's impressive.
Like 1 point strong.
Right, like just a little. Like I
just
can
a little
Yeah.
bit.
Like if we did
Like-
engage in like the hand strength crushing thing, but he would win just a little.
Just like a little, but like if you had to do feats of strength, I
Right.
feel like you'd probably be on par.
Alright.
Like if you had to jump.
What if I was angry and doing feats of strength?
You have an advantage.
Okay, see, so there we go.
Okay,
That's all.
that makes
all.
sense.
Alright.
Yeah.
Back to the old homestead.
Alright, and you watch as he like and like the axe and all the stuff subsumes and he transforms back into a bear.
Good luck.
And then walk.
Alright, send back to town.
Take a nice sleep.
Cool fire breath, guys.
Yeah, that works great. You're alive, that's good.
Yeah, a little.
I mean, yeah.
Let's go sleep.
A little. Thanks for the assist.
Yeah, that was on you were on point on there.
Yeah.
Everybody was. Sabine,
That was
nice
okay.
job.
That was okay. We did okay.
Well, yeah, it was totally successful. Couldn't ask for a better result. We're all standing.
Fair. Alright, I am so sleepy. And tomorrow, are we,
Set
setting sail?
Yeah.
What did we send them to do? Are they looking for an anchor or something?
Yeah.
Looking for an anchor.
Okay.
Then we went and got an anchor.
Yeah, and that happened all during the day. Like, I think we're set. We'll clean the ship.
Yep.
Make sure everything was.
Prepared everything that we needed to.
Yeah.
Alright.
Did we get supplies?
Not yet.
Alright, so we gotta do that tomorrow.
Get some fresh water and whatnot.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
So with that, I think we'll take a short break
got
here.
it.
As we head back into town.
As the party heads back into town, having successfully foiled a Wendigo attack. The point of the attack, which didn't really happen because of the way things went down, was to not let them increase their numbers. So it's after the boy.
Okay.
But he hid, and there was a lot of people
Right.
that were more of a threat.
That's fair.
So if they can call them before they become werebears, then they're not immune to non-magical attacks that aren't silver,
Oh,
which is what they are.
that's wild.
Like
As we're walking back, I was gonna be like, I wonder if he ruined that guy's trial. Like Dorigardo?
Nah.
Yeah, probably right.
Because, like, if you think about it, we probably kept him alive.
No, yeah, but like if we
So that
weren't
would have ruined
there.
his trial, like, a lot
That's right.
more.
Fair. I don't thought.
Anyway.
It's a good fight.
Yeah, got stabbed.
yes, Axel, I did not plan to throw a bigger one at them, but I was just gonna throw the smaller one. But without the whole storyline, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So I figure I throw the bigger one, have the other guy take care of it mostly, and then
Yeah, kind of evens the fight out a little.
yeah.
Otherwise, that werebear would have been, seemed overpowered. Instead, he seemed just powerful enough. Although I guess he would have been fine in that fight. He would have eventually
I mean,
killed
it
both
could
of
have
them.
just been if they ran or it flew and was just like Ray of Frost, Ray
Right.
of Frost, Ice Knife, it would have killed it
Yeah.
because the bear couldn't hack that. So
I had sleep in my back pocket in case they started to fly away towards the end.
Would have been smart.
yeah. So
That would have been cool.
Let's take a fiver.
All right.
Alright guys, we will be right back. Sorry, my puppy. Thank you for showing up. We'll be right back.
I would get rid of it.
Yeah, but like, well, I'm not using most of my
What
art
other
type.
ones did you
That's why I don't love.
What other spells
arcane
did you
tricks.
take?
Yeah, I think.
Well, that's the same. My same issue with Eldritch Knight.
See, I mean, at least
I
with the
don't-
Eldritch Knight, you are using Abjuration and Evocation. So, I mean, even if it was just Abjuration, you get Shield, Absorb Elements, Counterspell. Like, those are all.
Yeah, but counterspell you're not getting until you're like
Yeah.
level 14.
But still.
And I mean, you're not counterspelling a whole hell of a lot. I mean, honestly, the biggest selling point for Eldritch Knight is you're still a fighter.
Yeah.
So you still get all those attacks.
Yeah.
And like the magic can help. Cause I tried, cause I've been trying to figure out like building an Eldritch Knight for Adventures League stuff.
There's
Building one with, the plan to have 2 levels of wizard, to take 2 levels of war magic,
Mhm.
or 2 levels of Bladesinger for an elf.
Yeah.
Des lives.
Oh, for yeah, I was thinking maybe do like an elf that's a blade singer and an eldritch knight, and be like, I don't know.
Why though?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, be like dex based. So
Or I could be a blade singer and a champion fighter.
I guess. But like,
Then why be a blade singer at all? Just be a better champion fighter.
yeah, I mean the thing is, you're kind of like the blade song is your like an oh shit boost up your AC by a lot.
Right, and that's at second level?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could do 2 levels wizard and then 18 levels fighter.
That was the plan. I was just saying, like, if you did Eldritch Knight, then it would give you more spells and cantrips and things. But
Then if you just did those last 2 levels of fighter, you get an extra attack at return.
Yeah. Nobody gets... You can't... Were you going to start your build for the level 20 plan?
No, but again, like, in this scenario where you're doing 2 and 18,
Right.
you could just do 20.
Yeah.
well, yeah, like you said, this is more for like maybe like 8 and 2, right, or something like that. So you're level 10, which would put you still in tier 2.
Yep.
Eventually. But it's just like I've tried. Like I sit there and I'm like, how could I make this good? And the answer is like, I just don't.
They're okay.
Yeah, because I was like, well, maybe I do Blade Singer and Arcane Trickster, right? So you were an elf,
Right.
so you get longbow, right? So a high elf,
Right.
dex intelligence,
Mhm.
extra cantrip.
Yep.
You know,
Blade
so
singer. And
Arcane
then
Trickster.
swashbuckler.
That's
need
intelligence,
more
charisma,
stats.
and dex.
Yeah.
If you did those two, you're at least synergizing
Right.
things. So it's just like you're still using your longbow, you're
Mhm.
still doing sneak attack, but and it's like you have wizard spells, right? So you have your combined spell pool. So you've got shield, you've got find familiar already, you've got absorb elements. You've got all of those good things. You have ritual casting for your couple wizard spells that you have, which are all first level, but whatever, detect magic.
It's good to have.
Yeah,
You have blade song. You get proficiency in another martial weapon of your choice. So you get like some stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't
Still.
know. It's just like it doesn't work out in the end.
You're not
which
wrong.
sucks. You know.
I should not have started both of them at the same time. An Eldritch Knight and an Arcane Trickster.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
Well, you were gonna do Hexblade in this game. You chose not to.
Yeah, because I've never been a rogue.
Right.
I really wanted to be a rogue. And I love being a rogue. I really like it.
I mean,
I just don't love any of the archetypes. So Arcane Trickster was like, it'll be fun, it'll be different.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Scout's okay.
Scout's okay. Mastermind, I probably would have went Mastermind if I didn't do this.
I mean, if you want to do that, we can.
Yeah,
No,
but I mean...
It's not
Most of-
unlike we've ever done
Yes!
this before.
No, I'm going to stick with this. Thank
Are
you,
you
Justin.
sure?
Yeah. I mean, if I really want to switch, I'll just die.
Axel
Make
says
some
if
of
you're
the
gonna
Save the
go
inspiration.
I'm kidding.
Gosh.
If
Darn
you're
it.
gonna go swashbuckler, Axel brings up a good point. I'd go swashbuckler, hexblade,
Ah,
blade lock.
that would be cool.
That's a good
That would work
combo
out well.
for you. Which is true. Well, we can.
Very inhuman.
If you before we jump into this, just let me ask one question to you.
Last thing.
Last thing. What would your ideal rogue subclass do? If you're playing a rogue,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what's out there, right? There's
Right.
a handful of different things
Mhm.
that do different archetypal things.
Mhm.
But tossing all of that aside, what makes a good rogue class for you?
I don't have a good answer because I think the base rogue class is very good.
Okay.
So
Honestly-
I don't love any of the archetypes, but that doesn't really matter because everything else the rogue gets is awesome.
I think, honestly, if we got rid of the bonus action potion thing, I think Thief Rogue's great. I think that's a great
true.
archetype.
And if you're gonna do
And honestly, Assassin Rogue's good too if you're focused on combat. Like, if you want to be able to, like, if you get an Assassin Rogue and you have a point in your campaign where, like, oh, look, there's 6 guards, so that guy just sneaks up on each one individually, and then that one's dead, and that one's dead. Like, it can be effective.
I'm not disagreeing. I know I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah.
I'm just curious what.
I think
I mean,
the Thief
obviously-
does everything I would want a rogue to be able to do. That's my go-to.
that's fair. Especially if you're gonna do the healer feat, that's great too.
Yep.
And being able to use any magic item at 14 or not having to deal with restrictions, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with anything that you're saying. I think that initially
the appeal of rogue is not the archetype.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And I mean, I like the idea of magical ambusher, being able to cast a spell, and if I'm hidden, then they have disadvantage on the save. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that I like the idea of, but
You know, actually,
I love it.
I hadn't even thought about bringing that up to him. Maybe we'll talk after this. His he did make a I forgot about it. It wasn't even like a thing we were talking about it. He did make a rogue archetype called the Thieving Magpie, which is a rogue archetype designed with a familiar as its base mechanic.
It's super cool.
So it is basically everything you've done so far. Everything you've done so far.
Yeah.
So it's not much of a shift if we decide to. I'm gonna just be an Axel campaign, everybody but Celine.
Yeah.
Actually, and he gave me some thoughts for the updates that we made to them. So it's all of his subclasses.
That's right.
And you can just market it that way on
Yeah.
all of your social media.
Just throw some hashtag Nerd Immersion.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, that's fine. That's a conversation for another time. I like Scout, by the way. That's my favorite
Scout's
rogue
good.
archetype.
Swashbuckler.
Swashbuckler's great.
Yeah.
See, I don't like. Sorry, we should probably
Swashbuckler
play.
it's for third level, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like that's what you get it for is third level, and the rest, nah.
It's okay.
Most rogues.
I just don't like. I don't
No,
like that it's built so hard. In I like having the option of doing range stuff. Like
I would agree that Scout. I would also agree that Thief.
Yeah.
The high level Thief one is a second turn.
Yeah, no, it's great.
You get a second turn at -10 initiative, which means that's if you get a reaction based one, that's 3 sneak attacks a turn.
No, you're right.
Pretty crazy.
It's pretty wild.
And at that level, it's like 96 per sneak attack.
No, you end up really wrecking people.
Anyway, let's get back to the game.
Nice.
Sorry, folks, for our little discussion. You know what?
sorry, Celine, for our little discussion.
You know what, though, Internet? Hey, riddle me this. You just heard us go on a little bit of a discussion about Dungeons & Dragons, class-based stuff and things like that. Is that something you'd be interested in? Whether you're watching this live now or later on YouTube or wherever. If that's something you'd be interested in, that kind of discussion coming from us, let us know in the comments, and we'll see if we can't either bring something back that we used to do and took away, or make something separate where we have discussions about that kind of stuff. So let us know.
Yeah.
So you guys have gone back to the town.
Right.
It's still nighttime. Some of you are a little worse for the wear.
Mm-hmm.
It is a full moon shining, and you guys, as you make your way into town, everybody make me perception checks.
Guidance.
1.
+2.
Thank you. 21.
21. No, 22.
25.
Okay, everybody but Rick. You guys notice that there's another ship has come into. Well, since you guys have been kind of out here
Or
scancing.
no, the fancy one already came.
Yeah, since you guys have been out at night doing this whole thing, traveling through the woods, dealing with this, apparently an additional ship. You can just, again, it's nighttime, you can just see the docks and you can kind of see that there is another physical presence of another ship there.
Shit.
Oh. Yep, that's definitely a ship.
You see it now.
Alright.
Just,
Do I notice anything about the ship?
I mean, it's night, it's just outside of the range
How
of
big is
dark
it?
vision.
Oh, it's
By quite a bit. You just have the moonlight shining down on it, but you can tell that there is another ship in it. Sorry, chat stuff is funny. It's not like a full like war galleon, but it's not like Eugene's
Right.
ship there.
Medium
This
sized.
is Captain Bill.
bigger than the Gouger ship.
Like on par, if not slightly bigger.
Alright.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's not like Captain Bill's ship, which is just like a fishing.
Oh, rinky dink, yeah. Alright, you guys want to,
Go to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heading back to the judge and jury, I
Mhm.
assume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And where are you going?
Barracks.
Okay. Sabine will go to the barracks, I guess, as well.
Clink, clink, clink.
And you guys head back in. Going to bed or sleeping in the chair?
I'll just go to bed.
Okay. So you guys do that. You go.
Just one, though. Just one drink first.
Just one drink?
Yeah, it'll help the healing.
Sure. Of course it will.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. So you guys go to bed. We wake up the next morning, and you have all gained a long rest. So everybody's full healed and all that stuff.
Wait.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Just check here.
We'll hang out, have breakfast. Go check out that other ship. Hang out, have breakfast, go check out that other ship.
Why?
I don't know. Or we could go buy supplies for our ship.
I mean, we could check out the other ship if we want, but I don't
Just,
see how it's going to be a better deal than this free ship that we're also returning because it's still on property.
I just wanted to look at it.
Oh, sure. Let's get supplies first, though.
Alright.
Okay. So where you guys are going for supplies, you said?
Yeah, ship
Yeah.
supplies.
Just like
I guess
what?
food. Food and
Fresh
Fresh water.
right? Are there barrels and stuff on it? On the ship?
I think I said there was some.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll
There's
fill all
whatever
those
was
up.
on it when you guys got on.
Okay. We'll fill whatever barrels are there with fresh water. And then we'll... How long is the boat ride to Gouger?
I think it's like 60 miles, I want to say. Does that look about right based on that?
Yep.
Yeah.
So on a normal day, says that you can go 24 miles at a travel pace, but let's just look at it. Okay, we'll play your shame.
Is there a known flow of water? Does it go, like, you know, like what do they call it? The trade winds.
Sure. In this particular spot, I mean, like, it's not favorable. You have some little bit of breakwater there, and
Right,
the
Sure.
stuff is set up there.
It's a bit of a gulf.
Yeah.
Gulf
More
Stream.
than like an open ocean.
Right.
So, let's see. Waterborne vehicle. This was better than what's this space's ship. So this travels at like 2 miles an hour.
Okay.
So
We're traveling for only a couple days.
yeah.
As long as everything goes okay. Alright. So we'll get enough rations for everybody for 2 weeks just to be safe.
Okay.
Sounds
you never
good.
know.
Yeah.
With sailing.
Oh, agreed.
Can I borrow that?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
so,
5 boys from Gouger.
yes.
Okay.
Alright, so we need
Fine.
140
There were five?
I
days.
think we only.
There was Carl, Mark, and Jimmy.
Yeah, those are the only ones we gave names to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody
But
else.
4 of us played characters, so we just didn't name the other 2.
Fair.
I think one was like passed out on the couch or something.
Yeah, and one dude was just like
He's there.
just there, like not even paying attention. He didn't talk. He was just zoning out.
Whoa.
Yeah. So yeah, as you guys go about town,
So
let's just see what I know about this. What were you gonna say, Pat?
in the ocean.
Oh, you're the ocean. Yeah.
He's the ocean, man.
He is the ocean, man.
I'm far out, but I'm like right here.
I am
Just like the
freaking-
tides, man.
So, yeah, as you're heading about town, again, as we discussed, there's a handful of. We know what they export. We know who's here. We talked about the laws now.
Yep.
So we know what that's about.
Cheers at the floor.
Shooters lick the floor, and there's echoes of that as you
Cheers
head
at
out
the
as
floor.
moving about as wave.
Are they
races with
are they
it.
following me?
Are they follow or the who?
The people that are saying.
Oh no,
cheers.
this is like whenever you walk by.
Oh.
There's like a cheers lick the floor.
Join me on the docks for a special event.
Do you say that?
Yes.
Okay.
Going away event.
Oh, okay. And then there'll be a little buzz about town as this is going.
Go away event.
I also want to go to a leathersmith, I guess, and buy
Okay.
6 things of padded armor.
Okay. Yeah. So you know that the tanner, who's probably Dexter Crane from what's left on the cow. That's his shop that you guys had visited before.
Right.
So yeah, he would be your best bet for that.
All right.
Let's see what other things did I make up for this
Let's-
that I have here.
He would accept 5 gold per padded armor.
Yeah, that would be easy. There is a blacksmith, 2 blacksmiths actually. There's the tanner, there's the taxidermist, Jeb, who you met. There's a candle shop, candlestick maker who also does soap, wax, incense, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
There's a general wood worker. Lumber is one of the major exports of the city.
Right.
So there's a woodworker. There's a couple of different tool shops. There's one that's all about climbing gear and that kind of stuff. There's one that just sells pots. It's called Pots. You know that there is the museum that you're aware of, Brickon's museum. That's it's just tapestries and testaments to all of the great feats that he's completed. It also,
That was his old house, right?
and it has in a glass case what is supposed to be, his gear, right? The armor that he wore, the shield, and the morning star that he wielded are all in there.
Is it magic?
Do you go in and look?
Yeah.
I mean, or would you have? Oh yeah, it's screaming with magic. Like, on a level of which you don't even know.
I don't even know if this is magic or not.
Oh, it's so magic. It's like out the other side, if that makes sense. Like it's
magic. Out your butt.
yeah,
Like if you checked your butt, it would be magic.
basically these are supposed to be, the items because he just disappeared. People say he died, but there was no body found, and this is what was. This is his stuff. It is a very intricately detailed.
I think.
It's an intricately detailed set of plate mail, a big, massive iron shield, and then this, this morning star.
Cool. I'm gonna go give the padded armor to the boys of Gouger.
Cool.
Say, boys, you're now enlisted in the Ocean Militia.
And they're like, the ocean wants a militia.
You guys are like ocean soldiers.
Wow.
Sea soldiers.
You see, you're soldiers.
What? No. What?
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
And I'm gonna pick a squad leader out of all of them.
Okay. Who do you pick?
I don't know. Whoever
Jimmy.
looks the most. Here, I'm gonna do a perception roll here because that's the thing.
Which one were you?
Oh.
Natural one.
Oh man.
Oh man. So that's actually an 11. So it's not that bad.
No. Not too bad. So you're
Okay.
you're gonna be Jimmy.
Oh man. Oh man.
Carl was the guy I played. Mark was Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't Jimmy the one who just laughed?
Mark.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's Jimmy. So that's who you pick
Carl.
as the leader with your natural one. He's just the guy who laughs and doesn't actually speak. So that was Jimmy. We make you, you were Mark. I was Carl, and you can be.
Sean?
Fabrizio.
No, we already used that in a.
That was the name of my horse. And,
Yeah.
or
Schnoz.
Yeah.
Elmer.
Schnoz.
Ooh. You could be Elmer, sure.
Eddie.
And
that's
Celine can be Stanley. That's all 5.
Stan the
Carl,
man.
Jimmy, Mark, Elmer, and Stanley. Elmer is the guy who is played by Sean.
Oh man.
All right.
You were listing the things in town that you made out?
Oh, yeah.
Anything else?
Let's see
Of
what
note?
else was there. We already talked about the job board. You guys went and visited Grandar's cabin.
Yep.
There's the 7 Lumberjack sisters. There was Icy and Pop's Trip and Sippins you never went to.
That's okay.
With the hallucinogenic ginger beer.
I think we can deal with that.
Fair.
Could I have said I would have been there?
I mean, you would have been there at some point, I'm sure.
He just wants to make sure he's tried it before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it. There's the House of the
Catch the
Triad.
name.
That's the temple
Right.
in town.
No real reason to go there, though.
No.
Is there an alchemist?
Yes, there is, but it's it's not probably to the degree that you're I'm assuming hoping for, because it's
Only one way to find out.
yeah, I guess that's true.
Do you go there?
Maybe.
Is that the one way to find out?
Yeah.
Cast like a spell.
What?
Cast a spell that I'll have to find out, man.
I don't have any of this.
Oh,
Does that sound useful? Only one of my spells is
useful.
so far useful. Actually, maybe another one.
What was the other one?
What's that? I have 3.
What are they?
Find familiar, sleep, and disguise self.
I can't sleep on myself.
I can cast sleep bind.
I don't think it'll work.
Might.
Probably not.
Could.
I mean, you could try it.
Like, I'm not gonna. But like,
No, but it wouldn't work.
Might.
It just would. I can tell you, it's not gonna. Not right now.
Could.
No, it couldn't.
Yeah.
Nah.
Maybe.
Nah.
Ted, this can be a little petty, but I want to do, for the Ocean Militia, I want to have Jimmy, he has 2 ocean drops on his shoulder pads, and everybody else only has 1.
Okay.
And then I'll have 3.
Ooh.
Nice.
Someone's promoting himself.
Oh.
What? What's your max HP?
40.
Got an ocean rule.
Yeah, probably not. No.
Probably not, no.
Probably not. Could though.
Good, yeah.
Very unlikely.
Very unlikely. I'd be
What's your HP?
shocked. I'd be shocked
22.
into.
Oh yeah, I can put her to sleep.
Yeah. That's much more reasonable to go. You could put, like, all of the Gouger boys to sleep.
Yeah, probably.
Boys of Gouger. Easy.
Yeah, Gouger Boys is something.
That's totally different.
Because I like making things complicated and having everything.
Well, to me, these are the Gouger boys.
That's true.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the apothecary. I'll be right back.
I go with you.
Or the alchemist.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. Before we go in,
Mm.
nothing happens. I was contemplating casting disguise self just in case.
Nothing
Oh,
happens.
you can do that.
There's always something.
Yeah,
You want to just wait outside?
Nah, you can go.
No, wait outside.
No,
Now I'm waiting outside.
well, I'm not gonna cast the spell.
Alright, well, it'll be okay then if you go in by yourself.
All right,
If you
I
need
go
help,
in.
If you need help, I'll send your familiar.
All right.
Alright, so this is the less is mortar.
Love it.
Here. And this is so you walk inside. It's not big,
Nice.
and it's not like
Less is not more here.
yeah, it's not a hugely stocked place. You get the feeling that in a town out here, this kind of stuff isn't really like top priority.
Right.
Like being able to make weapons and make houses and provide food and things of that nature make more sense in this area than like tinctures and things. So they've got some stuff like it's a very small place. Like it's like smaller than this room.
Okay.
There's a little counter, and then there's some vials and things about the shelf. And there is a gentleman standing behind the bar or the counter rather. And he looks at you. He brightens up almost as if like people don't normally come in here. And he says, "Hello."
Hi. I was looking for some supplies. You might be able to help me out. Specifically, I was looking for some glass vials, a mortar and pestle, maybe a glass stirring rod. If you have some chemicals around, that would help too. I have a good 50 gold. If you can hit me up with that stuff.
And he's like, "Let me see." And he goes into the back, which is not a very big, like you can still kind of see him in the back.
It's just like a closet.
It's just like like you could see at least half of him.
Okay.
Like he's going to like there must be like it's a closet with shelves, and he's just like, but you can see he's trying to make like a bit like let me go in the back, like to make like he's really reaching far back, and like you can tell he's definitely doing like one of these to like make it look like there's a big shelf back here with all this
This
stuff.
reminds me of Mr. Bean.
And he comes out with 3 little vials. He's got like a mortar and pestle, and he's got like a slightly longer vial. It's not like if the vials are like this big, this one's like this big. He's like, you got the vials? And he puts the vials in the bar and he goes, and mortar and pestle? And he goes, and glass stirring rod.
That's a vial.
Is it though?
I mean, if I'm using it to stir, glass stirring rod. But right now, that's just a vial. I'll take the vials and the mortar and pestle.
He goes, okay. He goes, the 3 gold. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what he says.
Here you go.
He's either a terrible businessman
Or great.
or great.
What did we do last time? What did you sell somebody?
Lockpicks.
Celine's lockpicks that were like 50 gold for 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that was
Travel
after I
fast.
gave Pat free thieves' tools
Yeah, that's
previous
true.
to that.
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
He says-
Gnomish.
Mm.
He goes, this is, goes,
Good point.
thank you for your patronage. It is,
You're welcome.
yes.
Have a good day.
You as well.
That's it.
Okay.
Now I just need a glass stirring rod and some chemicals.
Chemicals is probably the hard part.
Yeah. Don't know how I'm gonna get chemicals.
Very broad.
Yeah.
Almost
What a
as if it's
wizard.
designed to be in a kit.
Yeah.
Each vial is a gold.
Oh well. That's 3. And mortar and pestle is probably worth 5.
It doesn't have it
Again,
on the
supply and
list.
demand. Not a lot of demand.
Before we leave, I'm going to go to the temple.
Okay.
Just say a little Templar prayer
Mm-hmm.
for our voyage. I don't know, just kind of mustering up my inner spirit,
Sure.
I guess.
Yeah, you
Prayer.
can your religion check, I guess.
Yeah. Cool. Another natural 1! Hurrah! With another 1 and another 1, so that's a 3. So there's the Trinity.
Triad of ones.
This isn't a Jake game. I mean, if Jake did it, I'd probably give him something because that's
To
you know,
suffer. You gotta endure through those kind of
Yes.
rolls.
Well, that's part of it.
I mean, that's part. It's a third of it is endurance
Yes, so
and suffering.
Hey.
You're like,
I did a thing.
yeah.
What's up, gods?
You forget Torm's name.
Torum, no, that's not it.
Ilmater.
Here.
Shit. And the other guys. You guys.
You 3!
All of you together.
You, and you! Help us. Alright, cool.
The duality of gods.
Awesome.
Alright, you guys ready to head out?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Set sail.
I got food.
Wait, does anyone have a fishing pole?
No.
Yes.
Cool, let's go.
Shape water.
Oh, fair.
Use our
Fishing
fishing pole.
Fair. Let's go.
Okay.
Because you can swim. You can toss them in.
What?
Swim with the fish. Swim
I
back in.
mean,
I make the water a rod and I put the worm inside of the water, so when it's in the water.
no, I'm waiting to see how this goes.
Other fish can't see it, but they'll see the worm and try to eat it.
So I put it right on the top of the water, and then they come to the surface, and then when they bite it, it's just whoop.
In the ocean.
Yeah.
Sure.
Fish don't.
Surface fishing on the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Sure, Pat.
The bait fish, that's how I catch
I
it.
brought
Bait fish,
rations for 2 weeks.
Yeah, smart.
That's how I do things.
Move.
Yeah.
Plan all the food ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
Good move.
I got plenty of seaweed.
Pancakes for breakfast. Got some maple syrup.
Plenty of seaweed.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's other than if you guys.
Pancakes for dinner.
Yeah, you have cooks tools, right?
Yeah.
So you don't need
I have
pots.
Um,
I got everything I got.
Brick.
What?
I know that you are a big fan of your new armor, and it's great.
Yep.
But
Yep.
maybe doff it for the voyage?
No.
Because if you fall overboard,
I'll save him.
you can try. But with your armor and his armor, that might be too
Plus,
much for
If you
you
go below decks and it sticks in holes,
in the ship.
leaks.
It was just a suggestion. I'm not telling you how to live your life. That's just,
She catches on fire regularly.
yeah. And if I could say, could you turn off your catching on fire regularly? I would, but that's not a thing she can do.
Plus, you could just push me overboard.
It's just a thought. You kind of mull it over, do what you're going to do anyway.
Okay.
It's just a thought I had.
Kind of need my armor.
I feel like you did pretty good without it that first day.
What if you?
He died.
What if you? What if you
No.
take off most of it, but leave on the glove bit, so you can still punch things?
Come here. Not you. You. Come here. You lean in. I think Ember's trying to steal my armor. I'm gonna leave it on.
That's reasonable.
Also, I don't feel like showering or anything, so.
Prestidigitation.
What if I have no good
It'd be
answer
a
for
waste of water.
that. Yeah, alright, cool. It was just that was fine.
There's plenty of that.
As you guys head towards the docks, you'll
There's
pass
plenty of that.
a handful
It's good.
of different buildings. You see there's a lot of residential stuff. There's the well that you know was Ezekiel's well.
Yep.
There's also another well that's an actual well.
That's good.
And this defunct one that is his secret hiding place that's, well, not so secret anymore.
Yeah, we're just. I mean, we're not.
You
gonna
don't
go-
see him
Yeah,
in the morning.
I'm not gonna talk to. I'm not gonna go
No.
seek him out.
We're good.
He also doesn't know that anything, like,
Weird happened.
yeah.
Wasn't
She
he
hasn't
keeping
told.
watch with us?
Yeah, but, like, when they left, he was like, nope.
I'm not going.
Like, I was right.
Bye.
Good enough for
Prove
me.
me otherwise. And then you guys left. So yeah, you'll walk past, again, like I said, a handful of these various shops. I'm going to list the names because some of them are funny. We already talked about Pots, the pot store. And a Tough Climb. It's only a climbing gear shop.
Okay.
There is the woodworker shop. It's called Morning Wood. You would know because you live in the town. It's run by an orange-colored tiefling whose name is Morning, and he does not get it. Like, is painfully unaware
Gotta make him a potion for that.
of how coincidental the name is. He thinks it's great, and he doesn't understand why everybody comes in with a smile on their face, though, and always laughing.
Well,
so he
I mean,
thinks it's
who's
great.
not happy to have a little morning wood?
Starbright is the name of the candlestick shop that you know.
Oh.
There's also a lot of iron and star, and like everything is like, for people who don't live or haven't lived there, there's like so much brick related stuff, right? Like the Iron Guard and Brickon's Code and Star Shine, and everything is very themed after him. Like,
Right. That's a little weird, even.
it is a little weird. You pass Curious Forge, the one, the blacksmith, which you know is weird because every time you go into that shop, the owner is different. The only thing that doesn't change is the forge. So the name is weird. You don't get it.
Monkeying around.
Yeah. And there's Gert's Biggest Swords and Stuff, which is just an orc who only sells really big weapons. And like if people are like, can I get a shield? He's just like, but what about a bigger sword? Also,
I like it.
it's
I hear what
spelled.
you're saying.
Everything is spelt
What about
wrong,
this
and it's
bigger
written
one?
like a child on like a piece of wood, and it's like a hut.
All right.
Swords is SORDZ.
Yep, and stuff with one F, you know, that kind of stuff.
Swords and stuff.
You pass the brothel. There's a brothel in town,
Nice.
which is the Northern Nymph that I made up. And then down by, you pass a couple of taverns, and then you go down by the docks where you guys are going. There is an inn down there that you didn't go to stay at because you found the judge and jury right
Sure.
off the bat. But this is the Broken Mast, and it's actually a ship.
Ah.
It's an old ship. The mast is clearly broken that has been repurposed
Into.
into a tavern.
Yeah.
And you can see the various ships that you saw here. You see Captain Bill in his ship. He's working on it, or so he thinks.
You get it, Bill.
The best that he can do.
Gunner Ironbeard
keeps looking
is there, and he's still like standing, like leaning on the deck, and he sees you guys coming, and he's like, huh?
Nah.
You see the boys from Gouger are on their ship. Flip back to find the name of the Dragonborn, who I forgot already. But she's there, and she has her ship, this kind of crystalline platinum ship
Right.
as well. I didn't write her name down. That seems like a poor decision. And then there's this again. There's this new ship, which does seem to be a well-maintained ship.
Okay.
Does not seem to be piratey.
Oh, that's good.
Again, not that most pirate ships look piratey.
Sometimes.
And yeah, it seems to be well stocked with crew.
Nah. Just normal shit.
As far as you can tell. Yep.
We'll dodge that shit for now, too.
Yeah.
Quite.
Alright, well, we set sail then.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright. The tide's good to set sail.
Yes.
Or whatever.
As a navigate, no, it doesn't matter. I've been around boats a lot. It seems fine.
Yeah. So what all did you guys end up picking up in town?
I got rations.
Then you took gold.
Yeah.
you
And
spent
fresh water.
that? Sure. Okay.
It's
Some-
14 gold for 140 days worth of rations.
Okay. That's for a singular person.
Yeah, so for everybody that's 2 weeks.
Gotcha. Anything? And was there anything else just other than your trip to the potion shop there?
I think
lack
we're good.
thereof?
Is there anything else we need, Em? Like, does this have sufficient rope?
Stupid
Does
fucking-
it?
I mean, it had whatever rope it had on it, other than the one that was tied to the
Does
anchor.
it
Because
seem
they just let that go.
like, does the ship itself seem everything's like ship shape? We have extras of what we need. Should like we hit a storm or something?
Make me. You have proficiency in boats.
Yes.
Make me a
Boat check.
boat check. We'll call that intelligence plus your proficiency bonus.
No, I'm not good at that. Okay. And 16.
Okay, so that's relatively good. I mean, you know that this ship seems pristine, almost as though it was never used.
Cool.
But at the same time, you know, there's something to say of a ship that's seen a few sailings, like the kinks and stuff
Seen
get
a
worked
little,
out.
little weather.
Yeah, you know, you kind of get things into the shape that they need to be. You know, you might spring a leak here, but then it's actually stronger for the fact that you patch it, kind of a thing.
So like if we were to spring like leaks and stuff like that, we have like supplies to patch it up and like.
Oh no.
No. Oh.
This
So
this ship
we
was
do that?
in port. You guys have some crates, which there's some rope. There's a fair amount of rope. There's no anchor. There are
Is there a boat store?
there's Wayne's shipwright is right next. Is
Okay.
right near
Do they
there.
have things in there that would, like, if we were to spring a leak, patch it up?
Yeah, you could get some stuff to patch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in there and buy like
So you don't have. You guys bought
like
an
a
anchor,
supply kit
right?
for
Yeah.
a ship.
Bought an anchor. You need rope or
For it.
chain for said anchor.
Right. Probably just rope.
That's fine. Yep. You have supplies. You obviously this is planning that everything goes well. There's no storms.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
It's
it's
all-
only a couple days,
Yeah, it's
so
only like 3.
I
4
gave
With
us,
like a compass.
yeah.
You have navigator's tools, right?
I'm proficient in navigator's tools.
We'll say that you have them. You
Cool.
travel enough to
Pick up the set.
for that to make sense.
Okay, cool.
So you have all of that. The ship doesn't. I mean, it's a bigger ship, but it's not like too big. It doesn't have oars. Not that you're hoping that you'll ever need them, but it doesn't have them.
Right.
And then if you guys have that conversation, like, oh, what else do we need? Carl's just like, ha, we were like fighting with the oars, like on the mast when we were sailing. Actually, no, when we woke up, we were like, hey, let's fight, and then they fell overboard when we knocked each other off the side of the boat. And then so the tide, I guess there's no more oars. And Jimmy's just laughing again. So there is no oars. Again, it wouldn't be too wieldy, and there are no weapons on this ship. There's no cannons. There are portholes where one could put cannons, but the nature of Gouager is they're not worried
They
about
didn't
that
think
kind
of
of
that.
stuff. You could, I mean, you're not gonna be able to buy cannons here, but if you had plans for any kind of ship weaponry,
There's space for it.
there's space for it.
Alright. Well.
Other than that, I think you have food, you have water, you have rope, plethora of rope now. How much gold do you have?
105.
90.
Take off. We'll just say take off 5 gold, and you'll just get like
All the
ship
things.
supplies.
Cool.
Yeah, and the sails were intact because they weren't even up. They were just kind of like
Pristine.
That's why they didn't go out to sea, because they just kind of like floated.
Drifted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky.
That's just Razor Synapse saying it needs to update. Okay. Yeah. So you guys seem like you're ready to set sail.
All right. Hi ho.
Let's do it.
Off
Okay.
we go.
You guys push
Set
the
sail.
ocean army here. Pushes, or they don't really, but you guys push the boat off, and you set sail out into the sea, heading south to Gallagher.
All right.
So, like, if you're the ocean and we're sailing on the ocean, are we sailing on you?
Oh,
Guess so.
man.
Whoa.
Oh, I forgot you were an Ember. Sorry. Yeah. I guess so.
Weird.
Wow. Does it hurt?
Do you feel us on you?
Do you see the waves you're making?
Yeah, but like,
Hey, we gotta
what
work,
if I take a
man.
leak over the side of the ocean?
Are your feet on the ocean?
He's being on you.
But like,
Oh, man.
Wait.
Wait,
Do we like
oh,
make
shoot.
wakes because we're woke?
don't
Wait.
Stay woke, man.
Did anybody show up to the docks before we left?
Oh yeah, before you left, yeah. Like, there's like about 25 to 30 people there.
People of Brickon! And I licked the deck.
And
That's
they're
not
like,
the floor, man.
Yeah, man.
That wasn't
It was like the floor.
wasn't the floor.
That's the deck.
What
That's
do you
the
mean?
floor.
Yeah.
It's
so
a
I was
floor.
like,
Oh, it's just any
it's
floor.
It's
A
like,
floor.
it's somebody's floor.
Yeah, man.
It's like,
I didn't know if it had to be like a Brickon Homestead ground floor.
Is the top of the ocean the floor, or is the bottom of the ocean the floor?
There's the
Depends
ocean
on which
floor.
side you live in, man.
Whoa. Does that mean the top of the ocean is the ceiling for fish?
Yeah.
Is, what's her name with us?
Sabine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just curious.
She jumped on.
She's still around.
Yeah, whatever.
Alright, cool. Let's, drive this thing.
I'm gonna go make lunch.
Alright, I have some ship experience, so
Yeah.
captain me, I guess. Are you the captain?
I'm the captain.
Rick's the captain. Actually, wouldn't the ocean be the captain?
Ocean's the
Sabine,
captain, man.
You want some 3 teardrops on your armor there?
And she's like, whatever.
All right. You
Okay.
can help me rule this militia here we have on the ocean.
Alright, thanks, Claire. And she's like,
Night, Claire.
Night.
okay.
Cool.
I feel like you should be the captain because you have the most experience on a ship. So if shit goes down, you can direct us.
Okay.
So yeah, what do you need me to do?
So what are we gonna do when we get to
Ship
Gallagher?
things.
Are we gonna have a plan?
Do we have a map?
Oh, I thought we were just gonna beat the shit out of the people who.
So first off,
Alright,
let's
Gouger boys.
actually
Alright.
get into the water.
Yeah, you guys are like,
We're like in a like, I'm assuming like kind of a harbor type thing,
Yeah,
but not
so you
as
guys get-
extravagant.
yeah, you'll get out of like the general dock harbor into more open ocean. Let's say.
All right. Well,
Is that sail? I guess.
yeah, we gotta go south.
Yes.
Alright.
So compass.
Yep. And the sun.
Turn the sails this way.
Yeah, so you can.
Onward.
Fucking lunch.
You gotta have them raise the sails.
Raise the sail.
I raised the sail.
Okay, yeah, so you and like
Just a
Carl
little.
like comes over. He's like, what are you doing, man?
I'm raising the sail.
He's like,
Squirt
why?
lemon.
So we can get you home.
Wow. But like, what if this is home?
It's not.
Is it though?
No.
Alright. He like just walks away. Rick's making. What are you doing, Ocean?
I'm just high on the deck.
Let's
Wait,
wait. Before
If I
more
poke-
shit.
If I poke the ocean, will that create waves in the ocean?
Whoa, don't do that. Like,
Oh,
you might
it
make
will.
like a
Man.
tsunami
Oh,
somewhere.
man.
I'll have mixed feelings.
There's
about
so much ocean. Where would it go?
I'll
Does it
be-
depend on where I poke him?
that. I'll be right here.
Bro.
Oh man.
fish in you?
Yeah.
But like in this you, because there's fish in that you, and he points off the deck. He's like, what about like you? Do you like fish? And you seem like he's like looking at your skin, even though it's not transparent. He's like fish.
When I've eaten fish, yeah.
He's like, what?
I snap out of it a little bit.
The ocean eats fish.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Steampunk, what you tuned into is
Oh, sorry, man.
Sorry,
Dude.
you came in a weird place.
is
Whoa.
they have commandeered a boat from a bunch of stoners who accidentally floated away from their home.
And now think that
Now think that Pat's character, who is a water genasi, they think that he is the ocean.
he embodies the entire ocean.
So
We lied to them and said that was true.
I spoke to them in their brains being like, I am the ocean!
Yeah.
and they're
Hear
like,
me
And-
wave.
Yes.
yeah. So
Indeed.
they're convinced that Pat's character is both Pat's character, but also the ocean.
Yeah.
So
And worship him as such.
we're all. I'm DMing and playing one of the 5 stoners on board, and then these 3 are playing the 3 of the 5. Jimmy doesn't get played because Jimmy just laughs the whole time.
Oh, man.
That's Jimmy, and then Pat has to deal with all of this nonsense.
Wait, team meeting after lunch.
Okay.
Okay.
Things go well
I'm
for the
in
morning.
galley.
I'm gonna be
So-
eating during lunch, or the meeting, because I have
I
the
eat during lunch too.
Most people do. Alright, so, a while ago,
Oh.
Wave brought up a good point. Like, what's the plan once we get to
Where are we going there again?
we're going there to 1, return the boat, 2, get these guys home before they hurt themselves,
Fair.
and 3, make the town of Gouager safer by talking to the Gouager boys.
Talking doesn't really work.
Talking is code word
Talking
for
right now, man.
Bruh, talk totally works. Maybe he can only hear us if we're underwater.
What?
We can, if we go in the ocean and talk, can he hear?
He walks over
Maybe
to
we
like
have
one
to
of the
talk.
barrels of fresh water and sticks his head in. He's like,
Maybe we gotta talk like
Bro,
this.
no, that's not ocean water, man.
and he's like, what if we put some salt in it?
I don't think that's how
don't
ocean water
do that.
works.
Don't do that.
If you think about like the makeup of like sea salts as opposed to like regular salt, it's
Well,
totally
it-
different
no,
chemical
no,
composition, man.
no,
It's just like,
I'm not ready for that.
alright,
Oh man,
yeah.
the ocean wears makeup.
Now they're all looking at
That's probably why the coral and sea things are so brightly colored.
Who's Coral?
Cool!
You're Carl, man.
I'm Elmer.
You're Carl, man!
Okay, so yeah, when we get to Gouager and get these guys home,
You mean they can't stick around?
no.
Dude, I don't think you can tell the ocean who to keep around.
You're not in our meeting. Get out of here.
They're like just like hanging out the door, like.
Hey,
And
guys.
they may not even be. They're not talking really, like, with the exception of a couple of them talking to you. They're just having. The 5 of them are just having a conversation in the hallway as you guys are talking. Like they're like looking in and just talking to
About
each other
what's happening.
About what's happening, yeah.
So yeah, Wave, you're from there.
Where's the ocean from?
So let's.
Where's there?
Whoa.
So what is our best move when we
I
get
shut
there?
the door.
What? And you shut the door.
Thank you. Oh
Yeah.
my god. So what do you think we should do when we get
Yeah,
there?
you're the leader
Our
when we
best
get
move.
there.
You
You're from there.
Yeah. our
should
best
do our best move.
Yeah, what's that? Like where do the Gouager boys hang out? Do they hang out in force? Can I sneak in and murder them? Should we attack them straight on? Should we use some deception?
How many
Will
are
we
Should
there?
I
get
put
in
them to
trouble
sleep?
for killing
How
them?
strong are they? These are the things that I need
How many
that
of
I'd
them
like
are
to
there?
know so we can develop kind of a strategy to avenge your family and make Gouager safer for children of all ages.
And families, right?
To answer your questions. 1, you were there over a year. Like, it's been over a year since you've been there. So you don't know what state the city is in. You don't know how many of them there. You know, when they beat the shit out of you a couple times and threw you in the ocean, there were 6 of them. Okay.
So there were 6 of them.
I can deal with 6.
You know, last you knew there were 6. They were strong enough to beat the shit out of you and throw you in the ocean, but you didn't really have any training. All you did was surf and bum around. So you didn't really. You're obviously stronger than you were then.
Oh, and they're not gonna recognize you because you're blue now.
No, I was blue because that started the whole
Oh, okay.
hydroponics.
The first time they just beat the shit out of you because, or no, the ocean beat the shit out of you. Then you
became the ocean.
Then you became the ocean. And then they beat the shit out of you and threw you in the ocean. And you knew too that like normally, like the Gouger boys weren't like a true force.
Kind of
They
like
weren't
a
like an active gang. They were just kind of like punks in town. But it was all cool because everybody's always like some degree of high at some point.
It's like a human.
So like normally it's not a big
like a
deal.
big bat who
People are
walks
just
around
kind of like
and is like,
whatever. But
He's the king of
when
all
business
Not for me.
it comes into question,
vegetarian
then,
though, only eats fruit.
they just kind of stepped it up
Mm.
because normally
Can I have
everybody has a degree. Like business is generally good for most of the city all the time because everybody there grows weed and they grow different, Gouger leaf. They grow different strains of it, but like for the most part, not one is not immensely better than the other. They just have different nuances. But the stuff that you are doing when you can literally control the water that was happening around all of these and your whole hydroponic idea with the way you changed the whole game was driving almost the majority of the business to you and your family's farm. And that started to hurt some of the other businesses, so that started to piss off this group of punks, and they took it to the next level, which was, their thought was, at least what you gather from when they beat the shit out of you and threw you in the ocean, was we get rid of you, we get rid of the problem.
Run up on the plug.
Threw you into the ocean. And that was pretty much it. You don't know, like, if they didn't really seem to have, like, a leader, per se.
Kind of like a group informed decision.
Sort of. Like, there was one guy who you kind of got the feeling that you kind of grew up with, because you grew up in the town. And, well, Pat, why don't you tell me, what was that guy's name? The guy you kind of grew up with, who was always kind of like a jerk in general, kind of a jerk to you growing up. But, like, it didn't really bother you until he really escalated it, and then, like, what's his name?
Was it Jake? It's a safe place. You could tell us. Was it Jake? Shit, man.
Now it is whatever it might have been.
Just give me a name. Did you...
Marianne.
Blake.
Blake?
Ooh.
Good name.
Blake.
I have beef with somebody named Blake.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, he has beef with me.
Whatever, it's fine. So Blake was kind of like...
Pat doesn't have any beef at all.
He's a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Blake was the guy. Blake was kind of the guy who seemed like he was the one who was kind of, people were pissed, but he was kind of the guy
Most
that brought
grumbly.
people together
Sure.
to kind of, and he was,
He
the
kinda,
instigator of
egged
all of
people
this.
on.
So Blake was the guy. So at the time, again, when it happened to you, Blake was the leader. There were 6 of them. They were like street thugs, right? They weren't like,
Nothing wild.
nothing that you didn't know anything. They weren't pulling out any crazy magic or crazy abilities.
Nobody was.
Awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as you remember, you were high at the time
Nobody
too.
wants
So this is.
Everybody's
just.
But yeah, for the most part, they
cats.
seem to be, just your run-of-the-mill thugs. There were 6 of them and 1 of you.
Mostly blunt force trauma.
Yes, mostly blunt force trauma.
They bunged you on the head.
Oh, yes. And that was, again, and you haven't, You floated ashore in Brickon's homestead. You were there for a year. You were there in Brickon's homestead for about 4 to 6 months. I don't remember you're not really sure the exact time frame when you had heard, like, when you had left, you knew that your parents were still around, but eventually the news traveled to you later that they had since passed as well.
Was it somebody from Gouger that got me this information? Did I have like a connection
Like a
to
friend.
somebody there?
I don't know. Would you have? Because you left very abruptly.
Yeah.
It obviously was not planned.
Right.
I mean, shipments do.
Everybody thought you were dead, right?
Shipments do come in
Yeah,
because
so-
shipments go from both ways. And you could have just, if you didn't have a specific friend there, you could have just asked when the ships came in. Like,
I
any
was going to
news?
say I would have been doing that.
Yeah. So eventually you would have, any
Sure.
news? Have you heard anything about, like, what's the goings on? Anything crazy happened since the last time you came through? They would have kind of told you that. Yeah, this farm got, and this family, they got killed.
Damn.
Alright, so based on what you're telling me, Wave, our move is to find Blake and kill him, right? Did I misinterpret that? Like, step 1, murder Blake. Step 2,
Murder's a harsh word.
profit? Sorry, justifiably kill this bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring him to
Exact
justice.
Yes.
revenge upon.
That's the way I. Yeah. Those are all better.
Make the world a better place by removing
Removing.
him from it.
Yeah.
Is that
Yes.
okay? My suggestion is, because things might have changed, and I know sometimes criminal organizations will try and endear themselves to the populace, the local populace, to get kind of locals on their side, get a little protection. So I think maybe that should be our first move, kind of dip our toes in the water, see what the Gouger boys are up to. If they're, making all this money, they might be giving it out to the people, and then if we show up and murder them, we could be in some shit. So that is my 2 cents. I feel like we figure out the kind of mood around the Gouger boys, see if anything's different about them, and if not, murder Blake. Sorry,
Avenge.
Justice Blake.
Yeah. Justice. For justice.
Sound like a plan?
Sure.
Yeah.
I just-
Oh shit! The spinach puffs.
We-
I run out.
You also know. What's
I
up?
was like, there were spinach puffs?
Yeah.
There still are
Um,
spinach pots. He's gonna get them.
Got him just in time.
Had me worried.
Yeah.
What else did I tell you? Let me look through. Hang on, real quick. Let me just look through my Facebook.
It smells
Just make sure I didn't tell
right.
you anything else regarding that. Because it was later, you did get news of it that had happened. There was the person that gave you the news that your parents had died they didn't have any, like, suspect of what happened. Like, it wasn't like, yep, them Gouger boys at it again, went up and murdered some folks. It wasn't anything like that.
Yeah.
So give me 1 sec. Unless you happen to remember off the top of your head. Which it's fine if you don't.
Well, I think they burnt down the farm
They
when
did. That
they
is correct.
beat me up.
I got an 18 on my cooking.
No, it was
Nice.
when the
Not that
farm
bad.
was, when you got thrown in, everything was fine. You found out, that's right. You found out later that they died.
Cheese in it.
The farm was burnt down.
To life.
All of your hydroponic knowledge and all of that stuff was destroyed.
Mm.
And your
In
family
the
perished
hallway.
in the fire.
People.
Yeah.
Your assumption, because they hated that shit.
Yeah.
Throwing my
Probably.
food.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah, it's,
I mean, yes, you are. Stop throwing my food.
no, I'm not.
What do you mean, no, you're not?
I
I'm
don't know
what?
what you're talking about.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes.
What do you guys want for dinner?
Seconds on these spinach puffs.
I don't want to make spinach puffs again.
What would you like to make?
What?
Rick?
Like, I don't know. Just something different.
What do-
Stew?
What do
Okay.
you have?
I'll make. I got a little of this, and that.
Then stew would be great.
All right, cool. Stew's easy.
You hear, like, underneath the door, like, something crunchy.
No. She opened the door and threw spinach
Spinach
puffs
puffs
at
at
his face.
And they're like, Trying to catch it as they're.
This is a fun game, man.
Oh,
Oh, God!
Oh,
that's
man.
pretty good. Oh man.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Got any more
Only
in
4
there?
more days of this.
Guys, got any more spinach puffs in there, man?
Now you gotta wait till dinner.
Oh, bummer.
Oh, man.
All right.
None of you were allowed in the kitchen,
Man.
or else I'll kick you out. Get this spiky boot up your ass.
It's like, I don't know, man. Can you say that? We're like.
We're part of the
ocean
ocean.
says we can.
Yeah.
3 teardrops. Or yeah.
You can't put
Whatever.
shit on my armor, man.
All right, never mind. Sorry.
Adamantine. I don't
They're
know
like,
what you're
what?
doing.
Uh,
I'm not part of the ocean, alright? That's my kitchen. If you come in, I'm gonna kick your ass.
all right, man.
All right,
You
man.
gotta-
Kitchen's
why are you being so
On the
hostile?
ocean, though.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, technically, wouldn't it be the ocean?
Oh, man.
I put my helmet on.
And I know, Carl.
No,
No, I'm sorry.
He's
I'm
Carl.
Carl.
I'm Elmer.
Elmer.
He's
Elmer,
the
you're a
glue
little
that keeps
sticky.
this
You're a little
this
sticky.
thing
You should've
together.
cleaned up.
Whoa.
No,
That
don't
doesn't
lick.
make
Don't,
any
Elmer,
sense to
don't
me
lick
at
the
the
stick.
moment because
Don't lick
Elmer's
the
glue
sticky.
doesn't exist. But like,
Don't
if it did,
lick the
that would make a
sticky.
lot of sense.
You sniff it. You sniff it. We've been over this. No, don't eat it. Don't.
Oh, man.
I go back to the galley. To the galley because I'm
Trying to
tired
lick
of
his
these
sticky
potheads.
hands
Yeah.
again.
I go up to the crow's nest.
You go up to the crow's nest.
I steer the ship.
You
Yeah,
steer the
that's
ship.
your job.
Make sure we're going the right way.
What do you do?
I'm just gonna hang out in a hammock.
Sure.
Cool.
I'm not gonna play chess.
Fair.
And Sabine ties like some string and like a fish hook to the other end of her glaive and just like throws it over. So she's holding like the bladed end and she just falls asleep.
Oh. Oh man.
Oh shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think that's an
place.
interesting place to stop.
Yeah.
Sure.
As
We'll have a sea episode.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Won't be boring.
Only 4 more days of these guys.
And then
And then a whole town of these guys.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Good game.
it was
Indeed.
I didn't die.
you didn't die.
Proud of you.
You almost did.
Almost, yeah.
Should have if I read the thing.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
But it's too late now.
But now that the Wendigos
You can
have,
only die at next time.
now that the Wendigos have those
Magic attacks.
magic attacks, the werebears, the reason they need to increase their numbers is
Because some of
valid.
them are dying.
Yes, which makes sense.
Yep.
So thank you again to everybody for watching from all of the different social media platforms or streaming services that you may be watching on. We appreciate it. So, sorry if you came in again there at the end. There is a town that I designed that is basically a town where all they do is grow weed, or the fantasy equivalent of said weed, and the people there are what you would expect. So,
Portlandia.
these guys fell asleep on a boat, and one of them told them that the anchor was dragging them down. So they unhooked the anchor, and then they're like, and they all fell asleep, and the boat drifted north.
Luckily, didn't cause much damage at Brickon's homestead. And now we've commandeered it with better intent and
Yes,
less drugs.
folks, I did enjoy it quite a bit. Thought we might have been able to do some of that today. Apparently not. We went with the stoner ship instead.
Yeah.
So, you never know. Might come up anyway. So we'll be back next week with more of this. This Sunday, we'll be back with another episode of our Curse of Strahd stream. It'll be more in the afternoon
Yes.
than it normally was around, well, actually probably around the same time we normally start. So we'll be back to see if we're getting close to the end of Curse of Strahd.
Yeah. Can't have
So-
more than probably max 3 episodes, but I assume 2.
So when we finish Curse of Strahd, that opens up the occasional weekend to something else. Whether that's finishing out OG Jake game, which is now a thing we can do again.
Yeah.
Get back
It's
to
been
that.
so long.
It has been. It's been a long time. We only did like 4 episodes of that. Before, I mean, we did one was a 3-parter.
Yeah.
And then 3 episodes. And then now it's just like, forget the amount of followers. We have a lot of Jake games to
Yeah.
do.
Infinite.
Basically till the story is told.
Yeah.
Or, if that's not the case and we decide we don't want to do that, we can always add in either one-shots or other stuff, or just longer versions of this, or Evil Game. Throw it on a weekend.
Yeah.
Get more
Everybody likes
gameplay.
Evil Game.
So, anyway, guys,
Excited for Evil Game.
hopefully you enjoyed this stream, and we'll see what happens with the Gouger Boys.
Yeah.
It's yours.
I feel like we're no. That's,
That was just
that's-
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're gonna wreck those guys.
We're gonna try.
Yeah.
So,
I feel confident. Rick feels confident.
but yeah, we will see you guys next time. Also, fun fact of the 4.
Woo!
Woo!
All right.
Good night, Internet.
20 strength.